Hello, everybody, and welcome back to episode 2 of Yakshas. Now, before we get to our plot synopsis, I think I'm going to take a page from another person on this channel. Gunner, one through 4, pick a number.
4, because I know you can't roll high.
Oh!
So anyway, Indiana died.
No, I think James died.
Yeah, but I've been dead inside for a long time. You can't hurt me.
Okay, I want you all to know I'm not picking one because after last night, James, you would be proud. I joined last night's game, and my first 4 rolls were 1, 1, 1, 2. Then I made more rolls.
Computer King, you get to pick the next number.
1.
All right. I guess that Mike, if that's okay with you, are you a 3-phobic?
I am not 3-phobic.
All right.
Of course.
All right.
Because it's you running the game.
I was very tempted to just put /R4.
Yeah.
So it would just roll a 4, and I'd be like, oh!
God.
Yes.
So last week we met all our people. Met first Frank was wandering around in his garbage Mac. I mean, cobbled together Mac. There we go.
Fair.
He recruited me, Color, who was working construction and really thought it was a waste using a giant battle mech to pick up rebar.
Mm-hmm.
And there was Hunter. Where did we get a Hunter from? All I know is that Hunter couldn't remember his own name. I mean, Hunter's player couldn't remember his character's name.
Yeah.
Remember, he stole AI?
Oh yeah, he stole his AI and left a cheap copy in its place because his business was done with him. You're fired. We're done. Oh wait, laid off, downsized. That's the word, downsized. Yeah. And then finally, the cheap bar in Guatemala, we ran into Indiana. Had a even worse looking mech than Frank. But we brought it in and fixed it. She got to meet the big boss. He was named Big Boss. And has one arm and tells a different story about it every time you ask her or she decides to tell you. Sort of reminds me of somebody and their scars. And then we also got a job. Of course, the job is go and hunt someone down who's a part of a cartel. It's currently fighting with another cartel. So not only is he prepared for trouble, he's got the backing of a cartel. So I think that's. Oh yeah, we had lunch. Lunch was served by a very nice Louisiana lady who remembers John loves bananas.
Well, of course you do. You drive. You have returned to Monkey.
Yeah, I think that's it.
All right. Does anyone have anything to add on to that?
Frank is dad.
Basically.
Fair. All right.
Yep, I was gonna say that's it. Yep.
All right. Let us get started then. So, you guys were having lunch on board the Calliope. How do you guys... What are the topics of discussion at lunch?
Whatever you guys are talking about, Indiana is reading an old, battered anthology of modern American poetry.
Frank
I'm glad
is
we started that off.
Yeah. Frank is definitely reading. Frank is definitely talking about how old Metallica is better than new Metallica because new Metallica sold out.
Jesus.
I mean, listen, they used to be underground thrash, and then they turned into whatever the fuck this commercial shit was. I mean, You believe that shit? What the hell? I mean, Enter Sandman, that song rocks jock, but I mean, like, fuck, man, the rest of their stuff, can you believe it? No.
At least they're not Metallica.
That's what he's talking about, Metallica.
I thought you said AC/DC. Never mind, I'm stupid.
No. You heard AC/DC because you wanted it to not be Metallica.
That's fucking wild. My brain replaced.
God.
Meanwhile, we've got Indiana's like softly reading aloud so she can actually hear herself think.
Yeah.
Oh,
Down
wait.
Down between the walls of shadow where iron laws and...
Yeah.
Kind of. Are you quite... okay.
Yeah.
The hunger voices mock...
What about you other two? Are you participating in the talk about how Metallica kind of sucks?
I think John's gonna be talking about old music, like, let's see, Iron Maiden.
Oh, hell yeah. No, he's like, Maiden, now that's a fucking band right there. Symphony of Destruction? No, wait, no, that was Megadeth, wasn't it? Shit.
Yeah.
He'd be like, Iron Maiden, now that's a fucking band right there. I respect that shit.
Can someone tell me what a subway is?
Frank's like, you talking about sandwiches or trains?
A train? Wait.
Yeah.
What would trains have to do with what?
He looks at the rest of it.
Okay, just listen. Just listen. Down between the walls of shadow where the iron laws insist, the hunger voices mock, the worn wayfaring men with the hunched and humbled shoulders throw their laughter into toil.
Uh-huh.
The title is Subway. What? I don't
Didn't hear anything
understand.
about Subway.
What did you say?
I didn't hear anything about a subway in that. What?
I bet you they're talking about the people who work at Subways. That shit is grueling. I worked at a Subway over a summer once.
Subway is what now?
It's a sandwich shop. They call you sandwich artists to make you feel better, but it doesn't work like that.
What does that have to do with iron and walls of shadow?
Oh man, they style them like New York, like subways in New York, like the train stations in New York. They style them kind of like that, so there's like they're kind of dark too. They don't really pay for the lighting very well.
Okay, well, Carl Sandburg wrote this poem in 1916. Did Subway exist
I
in
know
1916?
Talk about history. Colonel Sanders, right? He made some
No,
chicken.
FC, I don't know what the hell this dude's talking. Maybe he was trying to piss off his competition.
Indiana's kind of looking at you guys like, are you fucking with me?
Only half. Frank is like only half fucking with you. He knows it's probably actually talking about subways, but I mean, like, he's just surprised you don't know what a subway is.
Well, she's never been in one, never
Yeah, that's
seen
fair.
one, so...
No,
Yeah.
sure. Like, Frank is like, oh, this is common knowledge, so, you know. It'd be like if a boomer handed you a clothes iron and you went, what's this? The boomer would, like, totally shitpost on you, you know?
A clothes what?
A clothes iron?
I'm just giving you shit, man.
God.
You were like, wait, what?
Yeah.
Sorry. Okay.
Hunter, are you contributing to this at all?
He's probably been muted this whole fucking time.
He is
Yeah,
on.
he's
He is
muted.
on Discord. Check your chart.
No, yeah, I know. He's probably been like about halfway through the ramblings of a certain someone at this table.
Oh, yeah.
He put in some headphones.
I feel like I feel like Frank and Hunter hang out kind of the most out of this group, and Hunter's just used to it at this point. It's
He
like,
knew
yeah,
where this was going. It's like we're
Yeah.
gonna go in this circle where he's gonna keep repeating about how shitty Metallica has become. He's done this to me 6 times. Headphones in.
Listening to Metallica?
No, it's probably like some jazz or some weird shit. Something
No,
upbeat.
I agree with him, but I still don't want to hear it.
Oh man.
Who has this much time to describe a blackbird?
I mean, Yaksha pilots, we don't do shit till we do shit.
Well, this was 1924, so again, I don't think this was a Yaksha pilot. Wallace Stevens.
They really hated the Japanese in the 20s anyway.
That... what?
Like, as you say that, Ryota Takawara, the signals, the guy who runs the signal station, is just walking by and just kind of gives you a look.
Yeah, look at him.
All
Like,
he
what?
hears is, "Oh, they hate the Japanese."
Like, what? It was the 20s. It was a different time. They didn't understand your dense and complex, beautiful culture.
Just rolls his eyes and goes to his table.
Also, people just talked different back then, didn't they?
People talk different now. You can tell because of oldies like Frank.
Yeah.
Who talk about things like subways.
Say things like, hell yeah, brother, and that's pretty badass.
Oh, now I feel old.
That's pretty rad.
Tubular.
No,
Anyway.
he would say tubular. He would say groovy in a very, very
Only
Sam
picked up
Raimi
the shotgun.
style thing. Yeah, exactly. Groovy.
Okay, is this even really poetry? It's 2 sentences. Way number 12 of describing a blackbird is: the river is moving, the blackbird must be flying. Why is... I'm going to go find a new poem, excuse me. She says, moving to the next page.
I miss a rhyme somewhere. That's not a poem.
It's all freeform shit. You know, Guggenheim shit.
No, his name is Wallace Stevens.
No, the Guggenheim is... Yeah, fucking whatever. It broke down anyway.
I don't understand.
Yeah, yeah, and Frank just shrugs and just very like kids these days and gets back into his 3rd burger.
So, what are you guys going to do other than once lunch is finished? What are you guys going to do?
Oh, Indiana's probably gonna set up shop, in like her place, like getting everything unpacked and put away. Most of it like cleaned, only to have it disintegrate in the washer.
Oh,
You know,
Oh.
like, oh, well, I liked that shirt once. But let's see. Oh shit, we did have to go talk to Lashana, didn't we?
Good luck.
someone's gotta.
Damn it. Okay.
Hunter's gonna go work on probably one of the other prototype drones he has laying around. There's just piles of just assorted types of drones off in the corner by set.
Yeah, like every now and then you hear an engineer complain about it, or Mandy just going, "God damn it, Hunter, pick up your toys."
Oh yeah, that's the explanation for whenever I get a new drone. It'll be like he's invented it with Legion's help.
With Legion or with Set?
Legion's the mech, the mech's new name.
I know. Just
Set.
is the mech alive?
Huh.
I guess Set. With Set's help.
Set is the ghost in the machine.
Yeah. What?
Okay.
Let's just say he's a standalone complex, huh? Anyway,
You got that one.
you're going to work on your drone. Someone's going to go and see the therapist lady that you guys definitely need. I can already tell. What about you other two?
Tuning up the Joker, blasting some Sabbath, probably to the chagrin of the engineering team.
Definitely.
We probably have volume wars.
Oh lord.
Yeah, and they're playing like modern shit.
Ah, fuck them.
Modern.
That modern shit's alright, but you can't go wrong with the classics.
That modern workout music kind of shit that people work to.
Yeah, whatever. Yeah, no, we're definitely having a volume war. My hearing went out years ago. What about yours, fuckboy?
Theirs is probably just as bad from working on heavy machinery.
I replaced your
Ash from the
earplugs
Evil Dead,
with
is that you?
sponges. How does that feel, fuck boy?
Ash from the Evil Dead.
Yeah.
Woke you up in the middle of the night by throwing a flashbang into your room.
How's that feel, fuckboy?
Ugh.
Permanent eye damage, permanent hearing loss.
Permanent lung damage and possible, death.
Alright, so I
Fla-
need to get me some flashbangs.
Well,
Yeah,
flashbangs are burn using white phosphorus, which it makes toxic
Nice.
smoke. Yeah, those smoke grenades, flashbangs and smoke grenades. Yeah, that's toxic smoke.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah.
hiding in your own like smoke grenade smoke is actually a really bad idea.
Oh, yeah.
Or a really good idea, depending on what you want.
Yeah, no.
Okay. Yep. Acer. Damn it! I'm fucking tired. Okay. Indiana has been. She went back to her place, did a couple things, and probably is on her way to Ilshana. She finds a poem called "The Snowman" by Wallace Stevens again. What the fuck is a snowman? She thinks.
Man, she ain't even heard of a snowman.
She's heard of snow. Why would you make a man out of it?
There's gotta be like a thing where if I were a fucking mech pilot and I was in big enough snow, I'd make a snowman with my mech because that'd be
Oh,
fun.
hell yeah. No, Frank
So-
just burns snow.
That just makes it water.
Yep.
And then turns to steam.
Yep. Frank
And
doesn't
they-
like the snow.
I can
Oh.
see Frank burning down some snowman and going, "Ha! Take that, Olaf."
I was
Yeah.
about to say, what's the problem with snow? And then I remembered last episode.
And also, Frank just likes it hot.
He's from Texas. He hates everything that's different.
There was just one fucking time in 2020
Yeah, it snowed.
snowed
Took out the power.
in
Yeah.
Texas. Oh gosh. But yeah.
Is this a better world because there was never a Ted Cruz?
God, yes, it is. Yes, we live in a cruiseless world.
There was also never a President Trump.
Listen, Shiva be damned. This is the good timeline.
I like how you guys have. So for our listeners, when I started presenting the setting to them, one of the first things they did is, all right, what pop culture managed to happen before 2005?
Yeah.
And they were basically like, okay, we live in a good timeline. Everything stops after 2005.
Hold on. I just thought of something, guys. We got the first Home Alone. Did we get the second?
Good question. I think we did.
Good question.
1992, yes, and unfortunately we got Home Alone 3 and 4 out of it too.
I'm sorry.
It was divine punishment. That's what the meteor was.
Yeah.
Uh,
Listen, we got.
it knew that WAP was coming and said, we gotta do something.
It's a good song. Everyone gives WAP a bunch of shit. It's like how people treated, myself included, people treated Lil Wayne. He's a good fucking rapper.
To be honest, I don't listen to a whole lot of that scene, so I can't argue with you there.
That's fair.
You've won that argument because I can't argue.
Hell yeah, I'm going boomer mode even out of character now.
Perfect.
All
Okay.
right.
Yep.
Fantastic.
Aaron's taking a jog around the carrier.
Oh, you got a lot of room to work with. You got a particular place in the carrier that you like to go to?
Probably just along the top where things would normally take off, but don't anymore.
Yeah, this thing was never meant to do a lot of like actual aircraft. There is a helipad on it, which currently the helicopter that you guys have, just basically a little bird. It's an AH-6, so it's like a little bird, but it's got missile pods on its wings. It's parked, but other than that, it's all that's really up there is there's a SAM turret, there's some sensor pods, and you've got all of the solar dishes.
It was just a nice jog with me and Kong's NSP in my head.
Yeah, and it's a nice it's uncomfortably humid and hot, but other than that, it's fine.
NHP, sorry, not NSP.
Well, sir, the ship is on fire and we seem to be taking on water, but other than that, we're just fine.
Yeah, and you are in the direct sun because, needless to say, the Calliope kind of there's a path back to wherever it came from through the jungle.
There's a path wherever it came from everywhere.
Yeah.
Yeah,
There's several small paths from where fucking Frank would take his mech out.
Is this just like, could you follow its path like a snail? Like, oh, I've seen where it's been. Perfect.
it does have snail treads,
Fair.
so guess. Let's just say this thing is the reason they didn't want this thing on the dam was just because this thing probably tore up the asphalt wherever it went. Also, the fact that it's probably as wide as the dam's road. But yeah, you're going to see Lashana, the therapist?
I guess. Probably reading. Ah, look, we found one called Mozart, 1935. Oh, shit, I'm here already.
Yeah, it's
this-
actually right next door to the med bay. I'm just
Wait.
using the Shank picture, shut up.
I'm like, what the fuck kind of psychiatrist is this?
I'm just using the picture for the med bay because they're right next to each other, and when you get inside, it is the same floor plan, just
Okay.
mirrored.
Gotcha.
Obviously, it's a lot different. It's a lot cleaner in a different sense.
I know where you got this.
Google.
Huh, yeah,
Mighty
but you know
familiar.
where Google got this?
Nope.
Yeah, this is some motherfucking Deus Ex.
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
Nice.
Familiar.
Look how
Lord.
pissed yellow this whole thing is.
Yeah, look at this tinge of.
Computer, look at the
Oh.
computer. That's the immediate tell, is the computer on the left-hand side. I'm happy about myself finding that.
Yeah, this is in the opening when you get fucking. You didn't ask for it, but you got it.
I didn't ask for this.
Yep.
What a fucking good game in some
Adam-
ways. Fucking
Adam,
wacky.
I didn't ask for this. Jensen is one of the worst protagonists in the world, in my opinion. I
Ah,
think
but
he
he's
just
so
sucks.
fun when you beef him up and he can throw trash cans at people.
No, he's fun from a gameplay standpoint, but personality, he's so
He's
fucking.
so just dull.
He's, He's
I
a
didn't-
fucking Hershey's bar who sat in a room temperature glass of water for a day. Like, fucking, he's the worst.
He is. He really
Hey,
is so
don't
just.
diss 4-year-old me trying to make chocolate milk with water.
Fantastic.
Anyway, sorry.
I was just gonna say, I didn't ask for this. What a shame. But yeah, it's a lot cleaner in some ways than the med bay. Obviously, not in the sense of like the med bay is constantly sterilized, but Murd does like his desk is covered in all sorts of folders, books,
Never could get him to clean his
medical
room.
equipment. Yeah, he's one of those people where it's clean to him. It's organized to him.
Like
Everyone else in the medical staff can't find anything, though.
That's what we call job security, ladies and gentlemen.
Make your office so untidy that they can't replace you.
Yeah, that's what I'd fucking do.
This is a lot different. There's some nice chairs. She does have one of those classic therapist couch things that I don't know the name of, where you just comfortably lean back.
A chaise lounge.
Thank you.
Tell me about your mother.
No, the person I really hate is your mother.
Jesus.
But and you do see a elderly, well, not quite elderly, but she's definitely showing her age. Black woman. She has long frizzy hair pulled back into a bun. It's starting to really gray out, especially along the roots. It's kind of turned more silvery white. She's wearing a nice, comfortable, colorful dress, and she's also got one of those grandma shawls on.
What color are the walls?
They're a very comforting, almost like a deep mauve. If that makes sense.
I don't know what the color mauve looks like. 1 second.
It's kind of a reddish purple.
Oh,
It's like a wine. Like
it's like
it-
the cover of a book I'm used to seeing. Okay.
yeah.
It's yeah. Sorry. Now I can see the color. All right.
And she's got the blinds on the windows drawn, and there's some curtains pulled. Gives it this nice, comfortable darkness. But there she does have some lights on. Not nearly as harsh as anywhere else. She doesn't use the overhead lights.
Gotcha. The door
But-
probably opens. She takes a step in and looks, and maybe is turning to look back into the hallway.
And like, she turns in her chair at her desk and smiles and is like, "Honey, can I help you?"
I must be in the wrong place. I'm sorry.
Well, what are you looking for?
I was Alright, I guess this is the place. Steps in. She was actually thinking about, I was just looking for the laundromat, and
She
Carrying
had
no
this
clothes.
look at when you came in, where she could just tell that you were supposed to be here, but she was going to make you come to that realization, like a real therapist.
And so,
But-
yeah, steps in.
The door, the pneumatic door shuts behind you with a nice shh. She gets up and walks over to you and offers you a hand. She says, "Dr. Lashana DeWitt, it's nice to meet you."
Yeah, she shakes it. You can call me Indiana. It is nice
She-
to meet you, Dr. DeWitt.
She kind of gets this nice smile. She's like, "Indiana. For a time I lived in Indiana.
Oh?
Oh, I've been..." She waves as she motions for you to follow her,
Yeah. Follow.
for you to take any seat you want.
She will not take the chair that makes you feel like,
The Shea Lounge.
yeah, we're not gonna sit in that. We'll sit in maybe something next. Does she have a coffee table?
Yeah, she does, and it's got like those magazines that you always see in like a hospital or a doctor's office, the ones where they have the fucking mail order information still on the front.
God. Yeah, she'll sit down at one of those.
All of these are pre-Shiva, by the way, so they all stopped before 2005. Most of them are from like 98, 99.
Sports
Time magazine.
Illustrated Swimsuit Edition 1999.
I usually don't have a reason to update my literature. She smiles.
Indiana just kind of raises an eyebrow, but nothing else.
Well, Indiana, you're definitely new around these parts, so tell me about yourself.
What exactly are you wanting to hear?
She shrugs and she's like, whatever you wouldn't tell someone else, friend, family, anything like that.
I guess I've been traveling south for a while and, well, happened upon your group, or rather your group happened upon me, as it were. And,
Now tell me about your mother. Just kidding.
Now tell me about your mother. She's, doing her level best to give, like, nothing. Like,
And
yeah, they felt, I met your group on the side of a road at a Yaksha bar, and they killed Sala. She won't refer to Sala as Sala, because this lady will use that. So,
there's
they destroyed, they damaged my mech and offered a position here on the ship in return for, well, fixing the mech.
Well, I'm certain if the boss is happy to have you aboard, that everyone else is too. What do you think of the Calliope and her crew so far?
Oh, the Calliope is, well, quite the masterpiece, if I do say so myself. This, I've heard stories about the Leviathan class of vessels, and being on one, not more than just even seeing one in real life, is, well, quite the surprise, you might say.
She nods. 400,000 tons fully loaded. You can see why building 9 of these would put a company out of business.
Oh, maybe. Of course, there are a few design inefficiencies that contributed to that. They always surmise that if you cut this down to 3/4 size and rearranged some of the innards, you could probably get a pretty decent mass production of these going. Probably, 20 a year? Of course, that was all just talk.
You certainly know your engineering.
The theoretical stuff is fine. Putting it into practice is not necessarily my cup of tea.
What do you like to do? What is your cup of tea? Speaking of, do you want some?
I suppose.
She gets up and she's got like one of those little spreads of different kinds of teas, and it's like,
yeah.
Your preference?
Do you have an Earl Grey?
Do you want it hot?
Please.
She kind of laughs to herself about that. Frank would get it.
Yeah, Frank would get it.
She gets that going, letting it steep for now. She brings it over and sets it on the coffee table.
Right.
And he's like, just take that whenever you think it's strong enough.
Well,
But yes, tell me, what do you like to do? What makes Indiana happy?
That's a word. That's, we are touching all sorts of loaded questions today, huh?
She just smiles, is like, I think that's my job, despite what everyone else will say.
Well, if you don't mind me saying, Doctor, I might agree with them.
I can't make you tell me anything. All I can say is that whatever you tell me does not leave this room.
Well, of
Unless you are.
Go
The,
ahead.
the reason that I am here on this ship is not only that I am a good friend of the boss, but you are in a dangerous line of work. One that has pushed some people over the edge, and we don't want that to happen, both for your sake and for the rest of the crew.
Indiana picks up the cup, takes a sip. It's still probably hot, but doesn't matter. Do you enjoy the power you have?
I don't enjoy it for the power. I enjoy it because I can help my friends. Because I have an empty nest. I have had it for a while. And I'm getting old, so you can see.
Well,
She probably
limit
looks you up and, probably looks her up and down, no, I didn't, but since you pointed it out.
She gets a nice, polite smile. She's got big laugh lines.
Right.
You can tell that she's one to laugh a lot. And she's like, Indiana, that's sweet of you, but I ain't no spring chicken no more.
I've never understood that phrase. I hear it all the time now, but I've never heard it before. What does that even mean?
Oh, chickens hatch in the spring.
Right. Of course.
Ah, it's an old expression. Forge the impact. But let's not be therapizing the therapist, huh?
Damn it!
Using that power of mine and say, tell me about yourself. I need to make sure that you're safe to have in a 30-ton death machine.
Well, if I were going to throw myself off a cliff, I would have done it by now. I like to read poetry, although some of this is a little esoteric for me.
You know, the ship has a library on the crew deck. Could always try and find something more to your taste there.
Oh, really? I may have to check that out. See, what I don't understand is they talk about what is the point of personifying literally everything? There's literally a poem about a postcard in here.
Because that's just human nature.
A
We look
study
at
of-
things and try and find ourselves in them.
That makes me feel so much better.
Not meant to make you feel better. It's just one of those facts of life. It's why people can look at animals and... Well, are you one of those people where the thought of hurting an animal upsets you more than the thought of hurting a person?
Not more, but I don't go out of my way like some people on this ship to hurt animals.
I try and work with him. I try. But he's as stubborn and thick-headed as his belly.
Wait, are you implying that Frank hurts animals? Because that is absolutely not true. I will draw that line.
fucking shooting parrots in the
Yeah,
jungle.
you were kind
Okay,
of
actually,
shooting.
you know what? Never mind. You're right. He's nice to dogs.
I was about to say, you were fucking killing everything in the jungle, going like,
Yeah,
oh,
that's fair.
bam.
That's fair. You know what? I forgot I did that. He's nice to dogs. He's got a soft spot for dogs.
Well, okay, so Indiana. Now, to be fair to Indiana, that's the only time she's ever seen you out in the wild like that.
Yeah, true.
So, I feel like she's a little justified in like, oh, well, this is just the way it is with him, I guess.
true.
So,
Yeah, he doesn't see birds as having higher thoughts, so they're kind of just things.
Even though birds can talk.
Shh.
I guess so. He seems to be alright, I guess.
I'm sure he was the one who convinced you to come aboard.
What gave you that impression?
Frank likes to hear himself talk.
You're telling me.
What about you? Are you a talker or are you more of a listener?
I think the silence is all she needs to know.
She nods and she's doing the classic therapist thing where she's got like the clipboard and she's writing notes. Don't worry, I'm not saying anything mean in here.
Oh. Well, I'm not sure what I would have said had it been otherwise.
You could say whatever you want.
That kind of talk tends to get people in trouble.
Really?
You can say whatever you want as long as it doesn't disagree with somebody else.
No, you're not going to be able to make everyone happy, and you're certainly not going to be able to agree with everyone. I don't agree with a lot of the things that, well, most of the crew is happy to do, but at the end of the day, they're free to make their choices, and I'm free to make mine.
There's a lot of that around here. Making choices, building bridges.
Burning them down.
She kind of shrugs. She didn't say that, you did.
What bridge did you cross to get here?
Well, for the most part, I've just been wandering.
She leans back and gives you a bit of a sharp-eyed look where it's like, uh-huh. She knows she can't make you talk, but you can tell that she knows that you're not giving her the story.
Well, sure. Yeah. Just kind of... What? Do you want me to tell you where I was wandering from? Dates? Places?
Whatever you want to tell me. I just want to know what your base is. What your baseline is.
I would imagine my baseline is probably as much of right now as it's ever going to be. Look, I will do what you ask me to do, but I need some more specific instructions, yes?
She kind of looks thoughtful and she's like, used to taking instructions, not thinking on the fly, not going by with just a few words.
Oh, here we go again.
She smiles and she's like, I'm sorry, it's my job.
I know it is. And I'm sorry that it has to be.
Oh, I'm happy to do it.
Some days.
Oh, everybody's got bad days. Sometimes I can make those days a little bit better. Sometimes I can't. You get to be my age, you get used to that.
Doesn't make them any easier, I'm sure.
Sometimes all you need is someone to talk to. Sometimes not even to talk to, talk at.
Talking at someone dehumanizes them, don't you think?
She shrugs and she's like, I guess it could. Sometimes all you really need is to know that there's someone there who's listening, understanding.
Yeah, Indiana's not gonna. Is just gonna sip her tea. She's left the bag in at this point. It's pretty black, but it doesn't seem to bother.
Nothing wrong with that.
Yeah.
I oversteep my tea all the fucking time.
I prefer my tea steeped pretty well.
Same, that strong flavor.
Not here to drink water.
And the Brits, in their horrible destruction of what tea should be, cream and sugar in fucking tea. What the hell is wrong with you guys?
No
I like a little bit of honey in my tea.
I put a lot of cream and sugar.
No, it's black. Plain.
Lemonade. You put lemon in it. You put
Lemon's
enough sugar
good.
in it, the whole thing
If
tastes
it's-
like lemonade.
If it's not good without you putting anything in it, well then it's just bad tea.
Okay, well then find me a good Irish breakfast tea that I can not put cream and sugar in, okay? Because
No, no,
Irish breakfast is the best one I've tasted.
Breakfast tea is just supposed to have milk and sugar. It's the kind of tea.
Thank you.
So-
Thank
You've all
you.
been indoctrinated by the Brits. Damn it.
I've
I
been
just
indoctrinated by myself, thank
drink, I
you
just
very
drink
much.
tea straight. I don't care.
Yeah, breakfast tea, I just drink straight. It's fine that way.
Just a little bit of honey makes
As
it
a matter
all
of
the
fact,
better.
one thing that pisses me off more than anything is when, all right, these fast food restaurants try and do sweet tea. Now, don't get me wrong. Every now and again, sweet tea is okay, but not the way that these restaurants do it.
I don't like
It's
sweet.
supposed to be sweet tea is supposed to be diabetic.
I don't like it. I'm sorry to all of our southern listeners. I'm sorry. Hate me all you want. Consider this a continuation of the wall of northern aggression. But I just don't like sweet tea.
Same. If I have a choice between sweet tea and unsweet tea, I get the unsweet tea. And that's why I'll probably never be south of Oklahoma, is because I know I'll get looks.
You want what in your tea? You don't want sugar? Hell, you're a commie.
God.
I mean, yeah, probably what I'd get. Anyways, but yeah, Indiana's
yeah.
like not gonna. Basically, she's like, yeah, if you're gonna ask specific questions, I'll answer, but tell me about yourself is, really not conducive to getting Indiana to say anything.
What are you running away from?
Who said I was running?
Why would you be in the middle of the jungle in a beat-up mech?
What, wanderers can't wander south?
Wanderers tend to wander somewhere that's... You're not going to find your chefs here, and even if you are, it's going to be coming at a pretty big cost. And I don't think a solo woman's going to be taking on the cartels.
Why would I be coming south for chevrons?
Everybody's got to make a living somehow. Unless you tended to steal, lie, cheat.
Those are some harsh accusations.
Just thinking out loud.
Hmm. You know, I once heard about this wise old owl. Was told about this story so many times. I think it's a motto to live by some days. The wise old owl sat in his tree, and the less he spoke, the more he heard, and the more he saw. And so we should all try to be like that wise old owl.
I'll find another line of questions.
Yes! Sorry. I feel like I won that one.
She backed off very much with this look that's like, mm-hmm. Don't worry, we'll be back for that. What do you expect out of this crew?
Hopefully, more movement south.
Is there something you're looking for down south?
I hear the mountains are nice this time of year.
There are mountains all over the world.
So there are. But those happen to be close.
That is true. The mountains that you're looking for, is it just for the peace, the serenity?
Sure, why not?
Because you are certainly in a strange line of work for wanting things calm and quiet.
Oh, I don't consider this a job, more of a lifestyle.
All the more why I'm curious that you seem so intent on finding a quieter life.
You pick your job. You don't pick your lifestyle, it's given to you.
You don't get to pick the lifestyle you're born into. Doesn't mean you have to live in it for all your days.
My thoughts exactly.
So any questions you have for me, about the crew? Obviously I can't tell you specifics.
What is Captain? I'm sorry. She prefers to be called what? Big Boss? Yes.
That is her preferred.
That's arm of hers. She tells some pretty tall tales when it comes to that.
It's a sore subject that we advise most people not to push her on. The stories and the wild look she gives you, that's just her way of coping.
I see. It's just that... Why hasn't she gotten prosthesis?
Why should she? She's not a Yakshan anymore. She doesn't need it.
Well, shouldn't everyone be prepared for the day that they're called back to the front?
Some people prefer to have reminders of why they left the front.
I guess it's just my philosophy that you'd want to be prepared to better protect those around you. That's all.
So you're saying that you don't feel that the captain is performing her duty?
I didn't say that. I just think in a line of work such as ours, as dangerous as you put it, as it is, you'd want every advantage.
Not every advantage is won by gunpowder and steel.
Money is made of bullets.
Bullets have to be bought. And someone's got to make them. Someone's got to tell someone how to make them. Someone's got to have the idea in the first place.
Not our line of work, though, is it?
Maybe not yours, but someone's got to run this tin can.
I don't have any other questions.
Have you met many of the crew?
One or two.
Tell me about them. Who all have you met?
Well, Chief Engineer Laughlin is, quite the lady. We
She
seem to
kind
be-
of laughs at that.
We seem to be getting along rather well, though.
Oh, that's good. I'd try and keep it that way if I were you.
Crew chiefs, I understand. Has she killed anyone?
No, she's certainly not killing them with kindness.
What? Are you saying she hasn't accidentally... Never mind.
I don't think she has ever done anything accidentally.
Then that answers my question. Well, there's Frank. Seems interesting. There's the other Yakshas, Sin and Howler, and I talked about Montoya a little bit.
She thins her lips and kind of shakes her head, looking down.
Did I say something?
No, just... That was a recent loss, and he was barely more than a boy.
So I've heard. Well, my condolences to you and to the crew.
We'll remember them our own way. It's what it means to be Yakshas, is sometimes you get called before your time.
But she was about to be like, but then wouldn't that be your time? It couldn't be before your time, because if it wasn't your time, then you wouldn't... Never mind.
Now you're just splitting hairs.
Right?
See me again tomorrow, 5 a.m.
Right?
Specifically, pick a really shitty time to make her wake up.
Hey, Indiana hasn't been super combative, but she's definitely been pretty...
Touchy.
She's definitely making Lashana work for her pay today. Flipping the script, asking questions about Lashana instead of answering the questions she's been asked.
I'm pretty sure she's used to it.
Oh, sure. But it doesn't mean it's not frustrating. Especially, this is the first meeting. I imagine you'd always want to have at least some, forward progress the first time you meet someone.
Mhm.
Well, and for her, it's kind of like,
Robots.
I can't even get a fucking answer where you've been.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
doesn't
but-
mean she's not going to ask it again and again and again.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Every session until one day. Okay, I'll tell you.
Just shut up.
Right.
Let's see. Oh,
You can
I
see,
guess
if you go see Hunter, he'll give you a good tip on how to deal with Lashanta.
Lashunta.
Lashana.
I was
The
gonna say the Lashunta.
Whoa,
God.
what planet are we on?
Right.
We're on Galarian, clearly.
And then there's Dr. Murr. Is he the doc? Well, I guess degrees aren't worth what they used to be, or so I'm told.
No, but I think that most people on this ship owe him their life in one way or another.
That's reassuring, I suppose.
Tell me, you've met Mur.
Hmm?
What do you think of his... She thinks for a minute. What do you think of his condition?
Frankly, I was surprised.
He's not the only one on the crew with it.
She kind of raises an eyebrow. How do you keep it from contaminating everyone else?
It only spreads when you breathe in the dust. So as long as we keep their growths down and as long as they are taking care of themselves, there are ways to treat it without... Well, there's no cure.
Well, I guess it's somewhat... Well... I guess...
She's very much like giving you the rope to hang yourself with on this question.
Oh, yeah, and she's just... I guess I don't have a problem with it, if that's what you're asking.
Good. Sometimes people come on here and they just can't stand the thought of being around the infected. They tend to not stay on the ship very long.
One way or another, we all have our breaking points, yes?
Some people don't even think the infected are people.
Indiana's gonna move on from that question. Then there's Big Boss.
She starts scratching down notes.
Of course she does.
Hmm.
Well, we've already talked about the Big Boss. Francois seems nice.
She is a lady of... Well, she's salt of the earth. She's a flower. She's the whole kit and caboodle.
I don't disagree.
Well, Indiana, I'm not going to keep you any longer. I'm sure you're very tired.
That is accurate, ma'am.
Well, policy here is every time you guys go on a combat mission, when you come back, you'll debrief with the boss, and then you'll debrief with me. Other than that, she kind of clicks her tongue against the roof of her mouth and walks over to a rolling chair she sits down in and starts looking through a schedule. How does once a week on Tuesdays at 5 sound?
PM?
She just starts smiling.
If you would
No, I
like to
gotta break
meet,
it down somehow.
if you would like to meet at 1700 hours once a week on Tuesdays, that is perfectly acceptable.
No, not 1700.
She's waiting for you to say it.
Yeah, she's like, when you get to be my age, you're much better at being a morning person.
She's still waiting for you to say 500. She's gonna make you say it.
5 o'clock in the morning. I expect you to be here on Tuesdays, and I won't accept a no.
Is
No.
this, well, regular for all of your pilots?
I
Or
tend
just-
to find the ways to be as inconvenient as possible until people stop playing by my rules.
Can we move it back an hour to 4? It fits in nicely with my morning jog.
4:30, split the difference. I'm willing to compromise.
That works for me.
She nods and pencils it in. See you next Tuesday.
Mike, what was it that you said in Severova one day? You would cut off your own nose just to spite your face?
Yep.
Okay. I feel like I'm embodying that mentality quite nicely.
Yeah, no, I can see it.
So, yeah, she nods, stands up. Anything else I can do for you, Doctor?
Get some sleep. Maybe check out that library. You look tired as a dog.
I will do that, ma'am. Small salute, and, yeah, turns and walks.
Yeah. That's that.
Yep.
Love it.
It's gonna be so much fun. She's gonna hate Indiana so much.
That or she's going to understand her.
Well, Indiana's
Just leave
going
it.
for hate because... Come on.
But,
Do you want to
Yeah.
know what Sin does a lot of the meetings?
Uh-oh.
just agree
Stuff
to
like
everything.
that, and it's also a lot of, hey, you know, I don't feel quite comfortable going to a kid about this, but I have this rash here.
Oh, you mean Myrrh?
No, he does that. No, he does that to the Lashana. Because he's like, I don't feel. What?
Yeah, she's in her 70s.
No, that's why he says it to her. He's
Right.
like, I don't feel comfortable
Oh,
going
I
to a
get
kid.
Yeah, in that case, she just like, no, wrong kind of doctor.
And he keeps pushing it.
You want to go bother a doctor with things like that, go find Dr. Pruce.
He's like, but I trust you. That's what we're here for, right? Trust.
And she's like, oh, you don't trust Dr. Pruce? I'm sure he'd be
Suddenly-
hard.
I like to
Suddenly,
think it's a game between them. She knows he's just like pulling her leg, and he messes with her because it's fun.
Indiana thought she set her own bar, but now she sees yours, and is like, "Damn it, we need to
True.
push that up."
Yeah, you guys probably have like about an hour of extra free time. You're just gonna spend it doing what you were doing already.
Oh hell yeah!
Yeah.
Yeah, might as well. He burned through Paranoia by Sabbath, so now he's going to, he's probably going to play, what's the album with Mr. Crowley on it?
Oh
I
shit,
forget.
that's a good one. I don't remember the album. Fuck.
Yeah, he's gonna play that one.
To
People.
be fair, I probably spend a lot of time like Mandy and I have a love-hate relationship because you know I leave a mess.
It's
Laughing.
definitely a hate relationship.
Oh
It's
yeah,
on-
Mandy.
It's the album is Blizzard of Oz, 1980.
Thank you. Yeah,
it's
he's
a love-hate.
going. Yeah. Yeah, Mandy and I probably have like a very like we both know each other have the chops to fucking do shit. So like we get in small petty squabbles, more like she tries to get in a small petty squabble and then Frank will just be absolutely dismissive. And then they just hash everything out at poker night every time. Usually both of them get a little too drunk and say mean things to each other in a kind of passive aggressive way.
Oh, she's a mean drunk.
Oh yeah, definitely. No, Frank likes that. Frank's like, oh hell yeah. Now I get to see your meaner side. I thought you already had a mean side, sort of thing.
She's very much a chihuahua.
Yeah,
Except-
except
got
this
a
one
bit-
bites.
Yeah, she's one of those rabid little chihuahuas that the Aztecs had, where they're like, "This is our war animal."
Yeah. No, Frank respects it, and like maybe she'll slug Frank every once in a while. He never slugs back, but like he's definitely like one of those like, yep, whatever you say.
He goes for gut punches, by the way.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair.
She's got a mean right hook. She's an engineer. She's pretty strong.
No, yeah. People get real uncomfortable around him and Mandy at poker night because they get a little too aggressive with each other.
Everyone's just kind of like they're like three people that no one wants to do poker night with, and that's Ryota, Mandy, and you.
Oh, Ryota and I get fucked up. Like we get super drunk.
You are
Like-
fucking the best drinking buddy.
Oh
How
yeah.
much do you trust him, though? Because no one else trusts him as far as they can throw him.
He's younger than me by quite a bit, and I used to be exactly like him. So I trust him enough to know that I shouldn't trust him, but will anyway. You know, that kind of like, yeah, I know where you're coming from. So like, we're gonna go out drinking. We might not both end up going back to the ship at the same time. You might ditch me, I might ditch you. Zero accountability buddy. So it's a zero accountability buddy.
Definitely. And he's definitely the person that... How do you handle his usual, go out for drinking, rack up an absurd tab, be like, I left my wallet on the ship.
Well, looks like we're both running. No,
Yeah,
we've
you
gotten
two
in
are
plenty of trouble.
wanted probably in several countries.
At least on no-goes for bar lists. Frank
Yeah.
keeps money, and he's really good at saving money. But, like, that doesn't mean he's going to pay for someone else's tab. And part of the reason he's good at saving money is because he's a fucking faithless brigand.
Same with Ryota. You two do get along.
Hell yeah.
But, yeah, probably about another hour passes by. It's probably 2:30 in the afternoon by now. And Methuselah comes on all of your... Like, you guys basically have, like, small data pads that are, smartphones.
Beep 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 beep.
Well, no, you see, like, his icon appear, basically. It's like, have you played, the original... Or, not the original, System Shock 2 with Xerxes?
Yeah.
Something kind of like that. Or if you've played Warframe, Samaris's
yes.
little thing, that kind of like yellow collection of shapes.
Mhm.
He's like, the captain requests your presence aboard the bridge.
Alright, Thuzy.
Was Indiana provided one of these? I think it's
Oh, you
fair
prob-
if you say no.
Do you have one of your own?
No. No, that was stipulated in the beginning.
Nope. They haven't given you one yet.
She's taking it.
Kind of why Frank gave you 500 chevs.
Well, she doesn't.
Or-
She hasn't been told where the store is on the vessel.
Fair. We probably do have a commissary.
That you could just go down to the either research and development or the fabrication.
Yeah, because, I mean, if you're a Yaksha, like, they'll probably replace it for free. Like, Dickhead in engineering probably needs to buy one, but Yakshas are too important to not have a communique.
Yep, she hasn't been told that. They're like, now, honey, go look at the library or go take a nap because you need a Snickers.
To be fair, she probably just assumed you had one.
Yeah, fair. And Indiana didn't really know any different. Matter of fact, when the captain came around, it was kind of a thing of, well, you don't have one? Here's my number on a piece of paper.
Oh, fuck, yeah. she
Yeah,
did
it's
do-
true.
Yeah, the captain does know you don't have one.
Yep.
Where did you go?
Oh, she went to go take a nap like she was instructed to do.
Yeah, there's like, basically like, this is your wake-up call.
Huh.
A loud beeping in your room.
Mother... gets up, grabs the submachine gun, points it at whatever corner of the room it's in.
It's basically like the alarm clock that also has a small hologram display where Methuselah pops up and is like, "The captain requests your presence aboard the bridge."
Fine. Puts the probably puts the submachine gun on her back. She wasn't told any regulations about carrying weapons on this ship, so
People are fucking open carrying all the time.
okay.
Oh yeah.
Frank is not parted with his double barrel.
But probably, so like I said, it's in a sports, not a sling, but it's got not a holster. Fuck. Strap. Yeah, I guess a sports sling is a good way of putting it.
Strap.
So it's not a 3-point. What it is it's essentially kind of a band that goes around one shoulder, and it's attached by one string to the butt of the submachine gun. And so
But-
when that's
We're in robots.
Chandelier.
when it's not a bandolier. It doesn't go across your shoulders. It's just on one side. What it does is, so when you let it go, it dangles the firearm on basically in between your arm, like right next to it. So if you're trying to unholster, instead of having to take it completely off your shoulder, it's just you lift it up and it's right there. It's also great because if you get, I don't know, thrown down a mountainside, you don't lose your weapon. So it's one of those. I think it's called a sports sling. I'll find a picture. But
No
grabs
wonder I
that.
don't know what it is. I don't know shit about sports.
All right.
Ha ha ha.
Story, Mark.
Sounds like the type of thing Howler uses to carry his rifle. Because slung across his back is his rocket launcher. So
How often does Howler recite the Rifleman's Creed?
probably 2 or 3 times a day. This is my rifle. It just looks. Oh wait, there are many like it, but this one is different.
But yeah, grab that and then the giant fuck off sword and put that on her back.
I imagine Howler goes the whole 9 yards. Left shoulder, huh? Right shoulder.
Yeah. It
Alright.
goes without saying that him and Mountain King get along.
Did we have a location in mind of where we're gonna be going for with our mechs, by the way?
What do you mean?
Like, I know we were gonna go to a town.
That's
and
what
Well, that
this
was the
is
town
about.
that you were already in. The one that had the nothing for miles.
Right, I thought there was like another town where he had like sympathizers, and we were gonna go try to.
Well,
not
that's what this
sympathize, people that don't
conversation
like-
is about on the bridge, I'm sure.
Right.
Mhm.
Okay. Yep. Never mind. we're
Hello.
good.
Back
To
just
the bridge.
Yeah, let me move us all to the bridge.
Take it to
But,
the bridge.
Wake up.
Take it on the bridge.
Question on the bridge.
Okay, so it's not exactly what I thought it was, but I found it. I'll put a picture in a.
Oh god, oh man, oh god, oh man, I didn't put the picture up. Oh god, oh man. I'm a bad DM.
Hey, you're not allowed to say that because I said it first, okay?
No,
You
I
call
did.
me a bad DM?
No, I'm the bad DM. I got there first, god damn it.
Everyone stop calling yourself bad DMs. You're all good DMs, wonderful DMs, and I
I'm
hate
a
it
good
when you
player.
talk bad about my friends!
I'm a good player. I'm a bad DM.
So, the bridge is actually built in a very strange way where there's a back part of it that's got like a lot of controls and stuff and is where the captain would sit. And then there's a very squat front compartment where the actual, helm crew are, which is what this is looking at. It's not quite this bad, but it's still pretty bad. But the big boss is there, and there's all sorts of bridge crew personnel that are at consoles talking back and forth, or they're on headsets and stuff like that. You all eventually get there, and she's like, Glad everybody could make it.
Yeah.
Hey,
Yes,
Mom.
ma'am. Salute. Yes, ma'am.
Frank's got a beer. Offers one to boss.
She takes it, sets it
Time to
aside.
get to work.
Very much with that, like, haha, thank you, but puts
Yeah.
it somewhere else. And this other bridge crew just hands it to some bridge crewman who's like, what the fuck? Sure, I guess. The boss gave it to me, can't get mad.
Right?
Gave Dobby a sock. Or you gave Dobby a beer.
Yeah.
The fucking bridge crew just goes, hey,
Set a course. No,
Hey, I'm a free drunk.
God.
I'm a free drunk.
but like, that is what I wanted to talk about, yes. If you all would be so kind as to follow me to Tactical.
Yeah. Lead the way.
Yeah, and she brings you, it's like an off room from the bridge. And the tactical station is screens upon screens upon screens with all sorts of displays for everything from drone control, which is also in the same room, to link ups if you guys were working with people who aren't part of the same group, to, there's cameras for the helicopter that they can use it basically as a spy drone. There's all sorts of stuff for the, battle side managing of your guys' work. You see a guy in military dress there. The three of you that aren't Indiana would recognize Bodhi.
Boatster, how you doing, man?
Wait, Bodie McBoatface? The tugboat?
No,
Can't see me, but I'm Pepe
No.
shaking at you.
God.
What?
But yeah.
And
I'm like-
he and Howler definitely get along because they're both military people, but Bodhi pretty much I'm in the military all the time, so I'm going to act like it, snaps to attention, makes Indiana look a little lax, has the short, almost buzzed haircut, wearing a BDU all the time.
Now Indiana doesn't like him.
Huh.
Show off.
No, you do any
And,
more
like-
than Indiana does. You're just a tryhard.
He's standing at attention, and she just rolls her eyes and is like, at ease. And he goes to at ease. She's like, all the way at ease.
Relax, Bodhi. Come on.
Oh, are you trying to get the kid to take his shirt off?
No, I'm trying to get him to sit his ass down. Anyway, Bodhi, if you'd be so kind. And he does, sit down. He starts clicking away at a keyboard to bring up some stuff, and he's like, right. You look here, this is these are some footage that we managed to get from the, whatever you guys call your helicopter, during its last flyby. You look over here, and he kind of motions to a part of the jungle. I think there's a clearing over here. It's not on any map. It's outside of town. It's in a very remote place. I don't know, but that screams cartel to me. All we had to do was follow the damn plane, CJ.
God.
Sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, well, I'm not seeing any open graves, so probably operating as opposed to an outsite.
That's another thing, is I talked with Ryota and we managed to get the satellite turned that way, and he flips on a radio recording, and it's just like, you guys recognize interference.
Yeah.
Long wave radio interference, which means someone has a jammer set up there. Someone doesn't want to be found.
Got an idea for you, Bodhi.
Nods.
What if we jammed wide frequencies out there too? That way, we jam whatever frequency they're trying to get. They're in the dark. They're in the dark as much as we are.
Could try, but then we'd definitely be bringing attention to the Calliope.
Fair, but I mean, we are kind of in a giant 500-ton fucking machine.
Nodding along. I could build that.
But then the captain just corrects. At this point, not fully loaded, maybe 300,000 tons.
I was going
Look
to say,
to Howler.
I was gonna say 500. I'm sorry, I
Yeah.
was somewhere else. I
Frank,
was gonna say
Frank would have
much
said
more
the
than
accurate
500.
thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, Frank would have said the accurate one.
How would he say?
I just looked to Howler.
Listen.
I think we're loaded enough. Was that computer?
Yeah.
Sorry, oh, no, what'd you say? It kind of broke up.
Oh, I think he would have said 400,000 along with Frank.
Yeah,
And
Oh,
Frank.
damn.
yeah. Yeah, it'd be like we're kind of a big obvious target anyway, so fuck, jamming could be a part of our normal frequency anyway. They wouldn't know the better.
Fair point. I'll see if I can't get something set up there at the captain's approval. Anyway, boss lady, you had something you wanted to ask them? And she nods, it's just like, the way I see it, there are a few ways we could go about it if we're trying to find information. You guys can head back into town and try and see if there's anyone sympathetic to our cause, or at least not working for the cartels that you can talk with, get information on the Dawn. Or you can try and go out here and try and investigate this. Kind of motions towards the screen with her good arm and is like, whatever's out there. Could
Raising
be
it.
anything from a training facility to a supply dump to a minefield, for all we know.
Yeah,
Hmm.
so about that first one. Pointing to Frank, he's the only one that can speak to the people down there. Not really gonna work too well.
We could always just knock down the door and see who's there.
We could bring Ryota with us.
Do they have that much in the way of mech firepower?
Can't tell from this angle.
Ooh, terrorizing a village.
Sparrow didn't want to get any closer. You know,
Ah.
rather not get swatted out of the sky.
Hmm.
Well, yeah, I think, like they said, bringing Ryota's probably a good idea. We can divide and conquer. He does some relay, and otherwise, I run with somebody. He runs with the other folk.
I have a spare compartment in the back of Sala if they haven't filled it with crap.
Not their MO. And then, you know, boss lady nods, is like, much as I'm loath to send out our signal operator, sure we can get someone in the bridge crew to listen to some static for a while.
I was actually, wait, I'm a little confused. She was talking about as long as the mech, you know, the people putting her mech back together haven't filled the back seat with crap.
Yeah, that's
They're-
what
okay.
Bodhi said, not their MO.
And Laughlin probably wouldn't let them.
Yeah,
There is a
that's-
perfectly good coffee can sitting right the fuck there. Use that instead of the chair for your bolts.
Then just throws the coffee can, or coffee mug at them.
Oh, broke it on your head. Go get stitches and be back here in 10.
Go back to the med bay, get put back together, or I'll put you back together myself.
I got a rivet gun just fucking ready for it.
Then she pulls out a drill and just weep weep.
She finds that the drill makes the scariest noise.
That or she just threatens people with a nail gun, even though when you think about it, you probably really couldn't really hurt someone with a nail gun.
Oh, yeah, you
that's
could.
bull fucking shit.
Oh,
you
yeah,
can turn
yeah,
those
right
into
up
eight.
to them and shooting them with it.
High-powered
Oh, you
nail
can do
guns are
that.
about as effective as AR-15s,
I'm thinking of a
dude.
staple gun. I'm done.
Oh,
okay.
okay. I
I was
was like,
gonna say,
nail
nail
gun.
gun.
No,
fuck,
nail
man.
guns are scary.
Yeah,
Pneumatic hammers are scary.
yeah. Sorry.
I don't know why
Sorry.
my dumbass brain. This is even worse than the time we were talking about tractors, and I was thinking lawnmower.
I remember that.
And I was
Oh,
like, I
yep.
don't get it. This is stupid. Why would they be on tractors? So you guys explaining it right, and I'm like, no, they're not going to be on lawnmower.
God.
Although they could have totally been, they could totally be on lawnmowers.
That is fair.
Yeah.
Fuck. Anyways,
yeah.
yeah.
Boss Lady has suggested that you guys could, take Ryota out
Mhm.
on a fun field trip.
Oh boy,
and-
he's gonna sit in the back seat of Sala.
Oh, you're gonna hate Ryota.
Oh, if
He
he's
very well might.
well, hey, we just need his mouth. We don't need his hands.
The problem is his mouth.
But here's the thing: if I hog tie him, he can't steal anything.
No, he's not gonna steal shit. Listen, here's the thing. When you learn 12 languages, you learn how to get a silver tongue in at least 7 of them.
He's a natural born polyglot, and he can speak them without an accent. He can speak them naturally.
Uh-huh.
It'll be the case of, if you say one more thing in the back of this cockpit, I am turning this mech around.
God.
I will turn this company around, and you'll all go back home to your families, your wives, and your children.
Half of them go, yes! And the other half go, no, please! Sorry. but I guess I'm up for some interpretation. This Don. Well, it's a lot of money riding on one head, isn't it?
Just goes to tell you how big of a head we're dealing with.
Hey,
Hmm.
How hard of a head.
So, boss lady, we're getting the fuck out of here after we do this contract, though, right?
Computer.
Just like,
Oh, no doubt.
Computer, you said how hard of a head? Is that what you said?
Yeah.
Oh.
Hey.
Indiana would probably... you probably get a little bit of a smile out of her for that one. Sorry.
yeah, Frank is probably like, we making the subtle dick jokes? I can't tell if we're making subtle dick jokes.
Yes and no. You can also
What?
have it go for how tough it's going to be to kill him.
Oh, it's gonna be tough. Yeah, it's cartel. They will do literally anything. I mean, I don't need to tell you. You've all seen like pop culture and shit.
No.
Oh, okay. So basically, imagine a starving wolf, and then turn that into an entire organization desperate to push drugs constantly.
Looks at Howler and goes, oh. Alright. Whatever.
Alright, so you're all going together, or are we going to play split up gang?
I figure we're more apt if we split up. Sen, you want to roll with me?
yeah, I could do that.
You're sticking me with... Okay.
Hey, way I figure it, Howler, way I figure it, John's the one who's at least the second most responsible in this group. I'm figuring you're probably the first. And Ryota's gonna need all the babysitters you can give him.
And if shit
Really?
goes
But
south,
that leaves
just
a-
stand behind his Mac. I can't remember the name right now. Kong.
That
Just
leaves
stand
you-
behind Kong.
That leaves a curious lack of babysitters for the two of you, it seems.
Ah, we can handle ourselves.
Alright.
Yep.
I have no reason to not trust you.
Listen,
Yep.
here's the thing. Putting me with Ryota, that's the only time that I'm a recipe for danger for myself.
By the way, you guys, you call your pilot for the Sparrow Berlin,
Mm-hmm.
because the first flight he ever had with you guys, he hit the side of the control tower. Everyone's like, well, guess we're calling him Berlin now.
Jesus. I love that reference. Wait, but there is no Cold War.
No, there was still probably something like the Berlin Wall.
Mm-mm.
Anyway. Because there was a Cold War, it was just Europe and, No, fuck, you guys probably call him Moscow, not Berlin. Because there's probably a Moscow wall.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah.
But, yeah. You guys are going to split up. Are you both going to go into town?
Frank is like naturally like closer to this culture, so he'll probably go to the more rural areas. Like he'll go to like outlying communities, let them go to town where like, you know, more diverse cultures are probably accepted.
Uh-huh. But my question is anybody going to go check out the clearing?
Frank and Sin might check that out. Probably get more done there than go to rural farmhouses. But we'll do both probably. Probably on
Swing
the
up
way.
there.
What frequency are we using while we're apart?
At that, since he is TACCOM, Bodhi does like punch on a few things and just spouts off like the radio frequency he wants all of you on.
1225, huh? Okay.
Mid-range won't have the interference, but we'll have the actual operating distance to talk to two groups at once.
Alright.
All right.
Yeah, with that, I mean, Indiana heads down to see if they've actually fixed Sala in time.
You're shocked. Like, Sala ain't pretty right now. Sala's back in working order.
Well, fuck me.
Like,
Probably-
they've only been at it for probably 3 or 4 hours, but they've got everything back in place they need to. It's not going to be pretty, and it's missing a few plates, and it's probably not been rearmed completely. But you're shocked that they put it back together that quick. Maybe they just have practice putting things back together.
Chief Engineer Laughlin, I'm very impressed.
Tell you I run a tight ship.
Tell me, I'm going to be having Ryota riding, well,
Ugh.
ROI.
I love that instantly.
Going to be having Ryota ride ROI or BIB. Actually, let's go with BIB.
Yeah, I was about to say, put that bitch in the back.
Is there something we can do to, I don't know, make his ride less uncomfortable?
Less comfortable or more uncomfortable?
She smiles. Well, whichever you... Whatever the way the winds guide you, huh?
She kind of claps her hands together and rubs them. She's like, oh, I know just a few nuts and bolts I could unscrew. Make that thing in the back that you have as a co-pilot seat hella uncomfortable. Be rocking all over the place. Might even turn off your gyroscope if you don't mind getting a little seasick.
I'm used to it. Wait, you
Not
fixed
that.
the... Wait,
Right, there hasn't been one in like 2 years.
right, you fixed the gyroscope?
What kind of fool you take me for? I ain't gonna go out there throwing up all over the screens.
I'm just impressed that someone was able to do it. Although it probably took, you know, a couple of screws and some lubricant as opposed to what I was doing.
Oh, honey, you didn't have a lot of things. I can tell that. Did what you could. Ain't nothing to be ashamed of. Believe this to the professionals.
Hmm.
Will do. Roger Wilco, man.
Right, now you lazy sons of bitches, get out of the way!
I love her so much! Sorry. Yep.
No, you're good.
No, yeah, no, I agree. She's great. She's such a good character. James, you once again are showing your flair for creating very engaging NPCs.
Thank you.
Yeah.
So I think we're going to start with so it was going to be Sin and Frank were going to head out towards the clearing.
Yep, and we were also going to hit some rural places along the way, see if anybody knows anything extra about the cartel.
Right, and the you know that you're definitely in cartel country because every place you stop, one, they're kind of freaked out
Mm-hmm.
because here come two giant stomping mechs.
Yeah.
No one wants to talk to you.
Yep, that's fair. Definitely, and Frank is not trying to be subtle. He's like, he probably walks up to the first thing and just be like, "Oye, hermano, ¿cómo está? ¿No te gusta el cartel?" Like, sort of thing. And they're just like,
Yeah, like
no.
yeah, it's like just this poor dirt farmer starts walking up looking a little concerned because the ogre's big.
Mm-hmm.
And then you just like the second you say cartel, he's like, "Hey, it's me!"
Yeah, fucking just like runs off. And he's like, "Yep, that's about what I expected."
Like, and everyone gives you a wide berth after that.
Mm-hmm.
It's the same every little village that you stop in.
If they
That's
didn't know we
fair.
were looking for him, they do now.
Oh, every now and then you go into a village and you can tell there are Violettas there.
Yeah.
Like, they're always wearing something bright violet on them, usually an armband, a bandana, a do-rag. Something on their person that is very, very bright purple.
If are any of them in mechs?
Nah, these are just like people that are sent to villages to kind of like, you're just there to make sure everyone plays by our rule.
Right.
Oh yeah, Frank is gonna look over at Sin and be like, "Hey, you want to kick a hornet's nest?"
Oh, you know I'm always down for that.
Frank just over the loudspeakers, "Oye, puta!" like sort of thing at the fucking cartel members.
Yeah, and they all start just like shouting back, giving you the finger.
Oh yeah, I'm just throwing I'm doing that sort of thing of like, "Hey, look at you, fucking wearing purple. What you think you are, royalty? What's up with that? Gutter royalty. Never seen that one before." Like shit like that.
And they're basically just shouting out like, "Oh, you big oversized lemon or traffic cone or something." Careful
Oh,
when you
yeah.
say that too.
Oh yeah, for sure. No, every time we see them, I make it a point to just be like, "Hey, fuck you guys. You guys are fucking lame. I'm in a mech. Ha ha ha."
Fuck you, you're a nerd.
Exactly.
But yeah, you guys get through these villages. There's not a whole lot of them, and they are living in abject poverty. This is like they're all farmers and they are subsistence farming. And what makes it bad is you can tell the cartel's probably there to take their food.
Yep. No, yeah, Frank probably looks over at Sin and was like, "You know, I grew up in El Paso. Shit like this this has always been the norm. Pretty bullshit. Pretty excited to kill some of these fuckers."
He's looking out over at the guys shouting.
Yeah.
And he's like, "I think I'm gonna poke the hornet's nest," and I just send one of my Tempest drones over to one of their cars and just give it a shock.
Oh, definitely. It makes
Oh,
the little probe sound the and floats over, discharges electricity. This was just some shitty souped up car. It probably explodes.
Oh fuck. Yeah,
and they're
Frank's
very mad now.
Oh yeah, they're probably going like Frank's like, might have been a little bit too steel-toed of a boot.
Oh, this wasn't a full shock. This was just like
Just enough to like kill the battery.
Yeah. So like they're just
okay.
stranded until someone. No, I'm not trying to like blow anything up.
No,
We
yeah,
should
we should not kill any of the cartel members right now.
Wait. So you shock it, the battery overcharges and goes. Psst. And now
Oh,
there's
that's
even
smoke
worse.
coming, steam coming from underneath
Oh,
the
the
hood.
smell when a battery goes bad.
Oh yeah, no, definitely, and definitely accompanying that would be like, just in Spanish, hey, check out these hydraulics, and just fucking like does like a teabag motion as we
I was
like
gonna
leave town.
Or like, have fun, chuckle nuts, and then you fart fire.
Yeah, exactly. No, Frank is totally. At one point, he definitely does do the DMX crotch chop, just because he's part of the Attitude Era.
Nice.
But yeah, and then we fucking leave the village. We're just fucking with these guys as we're going, which is like probably the worst idea we could have, but also the funniest. Like Frank knows he can take a lot of people in a fight. He's just like, you know.
Yeah. And the most that ever happens is like some fucking gangbanger pulls out a piece and shoots at you. They pulled out a pistol and shot at you. It's like fucking flicking sand at a person.
Exactly, just like aha, you know, shit like that,
There's that
laughing.
loud ping of the pew
Yeah,
bouncing off of armor.
middle finger.
But it's actually a pretty deep walk into really strangled parts of the jungle before
Yeah.
you come out on this clearing.
All right.
Put yourselves. Well, where would you guys? Oh boy, actually, I can use the. You guys could be getting into combat. Let's have the battle preparedness music going. And you guys will be considered in like heavy not like no one can see you. They
Frank
don't know
is
you're there.
Frank is too short. Thank you.
You have to be one taller.
Yeah.
I'm slightly too small as well.
It's the best you can do with a size 1.
That's fine.
Yeah. Okay. Let's see here.
That probably
I
makes
can't.
you-
I can't see Daniel's little bars.
You can't.
No, I can't see yours
Oh.
either.
Oh shit! Yeah, we
I
can't
can't see
see.
anybody's
Uh,
bars.
Shit, I thought that I had that fixed.
Hmm.
I'll fix it later.
Yeah.
Sorry, folks. Technical difficulties.
Ah, you're all
You
right.
at
We can
least
just
see,
relay
like,
to
the
each
ogre
other.
and Legion.
Yep. Oh yeah, we can see the ogre and legion.
All right. Well, you see a bunch of cartel soldiers. Actually, let me get just a cheap token for them.
Right.
And these are just going to represent like groups, because
Groups
like
of them.
yeah, like infantry groups, and they're ambling about doing camp stuff.
Okay, so this is this clearing is a little military looking camp.
Yeah, this is This looks like some sort of ammo dump, but you also see different soldiers that are not dressed like the cartel.
Hmm.
They are wearing white clothes, masks over their faces. They have ballistic vests over their jackets. And all of them are wearing an orange armband with a symbol on it that I'll make bigger for everybody to see.
All right.
And there is a woman who clearly seems to be in charge of this group. Her bandana is made to look, it's violet, but with like silver glittery stuff on it. It's made to look like a grinning, mustachioed Santa Domenico skull.
Okay.
Is that the symbol? Is that? I recognize that symbol, right? People I worked for.
No, this is not
Oh.
Kemet symbol.
Oh, okay. That's right. Commit.
No, in fact, you
That's-
probably, neither of you really recognize this at all.
Some corp.
I saw
and-
the K and I was like, commit.
Just getting a few more of these out, sorry. But they have not seen you yet. They seem to just be talking amongst themselves. What do?
Radio it in. Be like, well, we gotta look see on the camp.
You're getting a lot of and all
Shit.
sorts of hissing.
Well, looks like we're kind of on our own here. What do you think, Sin?
Well, you could try speaking to them. That's been going well.
Oh no, fuck that. These guys will shoot on sight. We either kill them or we don't.
All right.
Sure.
Yeah, you're a little bit too far away to really see what anyone is, or like hear what they're saying. And funny enough, the ones who are not the cartel are wearing white masks over, like the only feature on the mask is that they have eye holes. And the other people are wearing their fucking bandanas, so you can't even like read lips.
Yeah.
Is there like a... Do either of you have a thing you could use for like perception?
Don't think I do.
I have
If not,
read
I
a
think it's
situation.
Read a situation would be good.
Read a situation would be fantastic for this.
Ooh,
Oh,
nice.
shit. All right.
All right, something you notice right away is this is an arms deal. This place is filled to the brink with munitions, and it used to be what looks like a motor pool that's been taken over and made into a supply dump. And we're talking like they've got some small arms, some heavy arms, and a lot of ammunition. And a lot of it is stuff that you would use to make homemade explosives.
Yeah. Can I make a blowing shit up roll to see, or a blow something up roll to see if I can identify how deadly this amount of munitions is? Nat 20, baby.
Yeah, you assume, just looking at all this. Yeah, these people are either going to war or they are going to be starting a military campaign of terror, the likes of which no one has seen in a long time.
I look at Sin and I'm like, oh, we gotta move on this.
Oh, yes.
Yeah. You know what? Frank happens to have some incendiary rounds. And he can see
Alright.
explosives right now. So,
Before you do anything, Hunter, I'll take another read a sitch roll. And Frank, if you can just give me a flat d20 since you don't have something that's like perception.
Yeah.
Oh.
Fuck.
Hey, all you need to really beat's a 10. You notice they're not like by you, but something you notice, Hunter, is up in the trees. They have more soldiers are up in the trees with ghillie nets on and have bows pulled back.
I'm the Lorax. I speak for the trees.
The
Bows?
trees are speaking Vietnamese.
Wait
you know
a
what the
minute.
thing about bows is? They're quiet.
What kind of,
And you can
wait.
stick grenades on the end of bows too.
And they are all picking different targets among the
Yeah.
people ambling about.
Are they wearing the same bandana thing?
They are the people with the black and orange K. These
Oh,
aren't cartel.
I'm like, actually, this looks like it might be a backstab situation. This could be fun.
What? We let him start kicking shit off, and then once shit properly kicks off, we introduce ourselves to the weaker party?
Well, we're not friends with the cartel.
No.
If these guys are trying to betray the cartel,
That's
we
true.
take them out.
Yeah, it's true. I just don't, I get a little uncomfortable when this amount of explosives is within a 5-mile radius of me.
Oh, I understand.
Yeah, you could level a skyscraper with all this.
Not the Akasara incident.
Arasaka.
Arasaka, thank you, Christ.
Not the
there's no
era sock
nukes.
laundry.
No nukes.
No nukes, I know.
Enough to level the Calliope, that's for sure.
Yep.
Oh,
is
that-
enough to
if
level
you-
the Calliope.
You would light that thing up real pretty with all that. You'd crack the reactors.
Yeah, I most certainly am more than interested in making sure these explosives do not leave this area at the end of the day. Like, I don't fuck with this amount of explosives being gathered in one place from an unknown quantity.
Well,
Mhm.
it's your call.
I mean, he'd defer to you. I mean, like, like Frank isn't the decision maker necessarily,
Cool.
Yeah.
You don't want to see these explosives get out. Then take them out.
All right, let's see how this plays out first,
Yeah.
though.
All right, so you guys are going to let it all just play out.
Oh, for sure. I mean, this is intriguing. It's not every day you get to see an arms deal go wrong.
Yeah, and the one that seems to be in charge of the people in white
Uh-huh.
throws a pretty sizable suitcase over towards the woman, who stoops down to pick it up and starts opening it and looking. It's full of chevs.
Oh, that is a substantial amount of chefs.
Order
could
of
feed the
tens of
Calliope.
millions.
Huh?
Order of tens of millions.
I could feed the Calliope for a while.
Yeah, but if you blow everything up, that goes with it.
Yeah, what about secure the package and
Oh!
then blow it up?
Someone just got
yeah.
taken out.
Yep, you just
Yeah,
hear it.
as we're
Well, you don't
talking.
even see, but you see one of the archers pops up, let's go, and this guy takes a fucking arrow straight through his throat.
Yeah.
So he's not making any sounds. He tries to desperately scrabble at it, falls to the ground, writhing.
Hmm.
Not a comfortable death.
No. I don't like how professional these guys are.
At all.
Yeah, this is a nervous situation.
They're trying to sell explosives and then they're betraying the deal, so.
Right. I mean, like, this is some professional level what's it called whenever you steal things at sea? Plundering, I guess, maybe. There's a specific
Pirating.
word. Yeah, I guess pirating, kind of. This professional level crime.
And she looks up, and as she looks over towards one of these guys, probably this one,
Mm-hmm.
the other two archers pop up. And this guy draws a magnum and she caps her square in the head as the other two are reaching for their guns.
Now, should I just go for the takedown on them, get the money, then blow everything up?
Yeah, I think we need to secure that cash. We've got a new asset. And he's gonna be like, how about this? I pull around left. I pull around left and slam God's car door with the shotgun. They look at me. You fuck them up.
Sounds like a plan.
All right. Yeah, we're gonna intervene at this point.
All right.
So, how does initiative work? I've never done combat in this system.
Me neither, honestly.
I'm about to turn
Initiative,
someone.
you roll for initiative. Initiative is, let's see, mech page.
Okay.
Initiative.
It is... is it not just agility? Or...
Let's see. Sorry, folks, we have not actually done the. I think it is. It's your agility, isn't it?
Yeah.
Starting combat. Declares combat's about to start. Explain the position. Yada yada. Describe the situation. What? The players always get to act first. When the mech combat begins, players agree on a player to take their first turn. Next, the GM chooses a hostile NPC, followed by
Oh,
another
so it's
player.
back and forth.
Oh,
Yeah.
Okay.
it's his turn to curtsy, her turn to bow. Wait, other way around, but
Yeah.
I'm tired, okay?
Oh, I feel you. Let's see here. Well,
Oh, and
so
just because I didn't finish describing.
Oh, go ahead.
These are tanks with no turrets, and these are just like Humvees.
gotcha.
All of them
Technical
are in
style.
states. All of them, yeah, and all of them are in different states of disrepair.
Okay.
Like,
Yeah,
for
I'm not-
example, the tanks all have their turrets missing.
Yeah,
Right.
I'm not overly concerned then. That's a good thing. So do you want me to go first and then you blast in after?
Sure, I can take out the group of 3 holding the money.
Okay,
in
sounds
one
good.
go, so.
I will paste these guys then. I'm gonna use shotgun, probably, because that is going to be the lesser of destructive tools.
Did you lose a
Someone's
game of
beating
Super
you at Smash?
Smash Bros.
Shotgun.
Ultimate?
Yeah. Yeah. I am upset. Shotgun.
Everything can be improved with shotgun.
Oh yeah. I am going to pull around. So my movement is gonna be my speed.
Yes.
Okay,
Mhm.
and I can just move speed amounts over.
Yep.
Yes.
Okay,
Yeah,
one.
one move. Yep.
2, 3. Okay.
But
That
that's
gives
it?
me an. Yep, I have 3 move.
Oh my god.
Oh yeah. No, the ogre is not a fast girl, but man, is she mean.
Also, I've kind of fucked up this map's scaling.
Yeah.
But I was going to say, next, you can either do a full action or 2 quick actions.
Okay.
A full action is you can fire. The one I would recommend is Barrage, if you're going to do
Yeah.
a full action.
Okay.
Barrage will let you fire 2 mounts on your system.
Okay.
So if you've got a multi-mount system like I do, that's everything on that mount.
Okay.
But if you've got single things on mounts, so you basically fire 2 weapons.
Yeah, yeah.
You can select different targets for each, you roll separately for each, and you roll damage for each.
Okay.
Alternately, right now, if you wanted to, you could take a skirmish action, which you would just fire 1 mount. I wouldn't really recommend that at this point. Yeah, there's no reason not to barrage, I think, at this point. Because then you can... Yeah, go ahead.
So I can pick multiple targets?
So, 1 target per mount. But since you get to shoot 2 mounts, 1 per weapon.
Alright. So, I am going to use one of my, armaments. I have some amount of charges, for armaments. One per turn when I attack with blah, 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 blah. Sorry. I was going to use my Walking Armory expanded portfolio. I was going to use Hellfire, with my shotgun, Hellfire rounds.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Which it deals energy damage and any bonus damage as burn. I'm gonna blast this guy here and see if I can. Well, hold on a second. Can I even hit him with my shotgun at this range?
You know what? Since this map is screwed up in scale, I'm gonna say yes.
Yeah,
Okay, you can shoot out to the weapon's range.
right, which is 5, which most definitely.
Yeah, I mean, he says to mess
Well,
up a little bit, so.
Yeah. So I want to hit a cone. So, okay, what would a 5 cone be?
You just
That would
count
be
out. Idiot.
Out. So like to here, it'll hit
I mean,
like
like-
everything from here to like here.
So you basically make a triangle. I'll show you.
Well, I know how to make the cone. I just meant like with this scale. Because the
Oh,
scale's a little
because
bit wonky. Like, would I be able to paste these 2 guys with the cone?
Yeah, probably.
Okay. Then yeah, that is going to be shotgun. And that is going to be using Hellfire rounds. So any bonus damage I do is burn damage, and it counts as energy damage.
These are human, like, just regular humans. Don't.
Yeah.
They
they're-
Whoa.
Shit.
That's
You're
not
welcome.
Weird.
Well, you rolled a 2,
no.
not a 1.
good. Yeah.
So,
Well, no, I rolled a 1 plus 1.
oh, true.
Yeah, plus your grit.
Plus
So-
0
So,
yeah.
6, keep 1 plus. Oh, that's so weird.
So yeah, you go to pull and you do, and you just shoot straight over these people. But the sound of God slamming his car door as you wreck this thing and fire a haze of phosphorus rounds up over them. Everyone has quit trying to. These guys over here, the cartel, are already freaking out because someone just murked their boss lady,
Yeah.
and these guys are pulling on them.
Yeah.
But they immediately start to just panic. This guy turns just to see you and has this look of, oh shit.
Oh no, I have a second attack because
Yep.
he's going to turn and see me just in time for me to. What the fuck? I am upset at Frank's performance. I fucking fire my flamethrower and fail at this guy.
Yes, but you do hit this massive tent, which was full of explosives.
Alrighty then. That's bad, but good. Okay.
And now there's going to be a lot of fire.
Uh-huh. Well,
About
that's kind of my specialty.
yay much is now just ablaze, and
Yeah.
this guy is just suddenly immolated as you hear him screaming and flailing around trying to put himself out. Burning someone to death is probably the most horrific way to kill them, as you see him slowly cooking.
Yeah, Frank is dumb. He's numb to it.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's just pissed that he fucked up on both of his goddamn attacks.
Instructor was like, huh, totally meant to do that.
Yeah, no, Frank is probably just like, fucking calibration. God damn, if her fucking engineers got in here, like sort of thing. He's
It
fucking
is-
recalibrating on the fly.
It is these guys' turn.
Oh wait, hold on. And I
No.
gain heat from firing my flamethrower.
It is now the other player's turn.
How do I?
Oh, everybody goes at once.
Yeah,
I thought
yeah,
it went
so-
back and forth.
It's like a war
So-
game.
Yeah. So I.
Oh. Okay.
How do I gain heat?
There will be effects that specifically say add heat.
Your heat should be 0,
Yeah.
and you'll increase it up. I just realized, yeah, mine should be 0 out of 7, not 7 out of 7.
Right.
And my repairs should also be 0.
So
Well,
does your thermobolic
zero.
stuff not tell you that you take heat when you use it?
no, he means on his character sheet.
Okay. Yeah, I see where it is now.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I actually don't take heat on this. Cool.
I
Do I
think
take
you
heat
only
from
really
heating?
take heat if you take heat damage or if you use overcharge.
Well, he's running a Genghis, so he has weapons that will generate heat.
Yep.
Fair.
Yes, not my
You-
Krakatoa thermobaric flamethrower though.
All right, then
Surprisingly.
it is it's Legion's turn then.
Okay. Oops, I didn't. Oh, go back.
Oh, let me.
Just spin in a circle. Spin.
Move there.
Oh fuck,
I need a drone.
boy.
All right, you will have a drone.
As one of my shoulders lift off again, and this time I send out Indra.
No, I'm just gonna give you the entire fucking helicarrier. That's what I'll give you.
Ah,
Tentacle
do.
monster drone.
Nice.
I can't click it. Give me control.
Hold on,
No.
patient baby. I almost gave it to fucking somebody else. That would have been oops. There you go. You have the drone.
And I can deploy it to a free space within sensors, which is 10.
I have it.
Yeah, secure that briefcase as soon as possible, because that would be a good grab.
My passive is my guardian drone's already on me. God, HP is so ridiculous. Okay, that's one quick action. Still have another one. I guess. Might as well. How far is he? They're using arrows. I'm not too concerned with them. Alright. Second drone. Agni.
I wonder if it'll copy the permissions too.
No. Wait, hold on. Hold on, maybe. Yes.
I assume you want it like.
Yeah. Essentially, my two shoulders just lift off and fly out and just land right next to them, emitting an electrical field, and as you can read, they must make hull saves, and then they take 4 energy damage.
How the fuck they just take damage, don't they?
Yes, and then they get knocked back 3 spaces away from the drone into each other.
Hmm.
It's
Funny
just
that won't kill them.
really.
Barely. Humans have 6 HP to start.
I can fix that.
Yeah.
Because
But
Guess
yeah,
what?
that's your
Overheat.
turn. Oh,
I can overheat electro pulse.
overcharge.
So as they land, or overcharge, as they land, just first they go, just send out like a quick burst.
1, 2.
No, these don't knock back.
Oh.
This just does 2 energy damage. So there's like a field of electricity that just zaps
I see what
them
you're
all.
saying. I got them backwards.
Puppet Master. I got to use it. Yeah.
Damn.
Oh yeah. I can have Indra, Agni, my Guardian, my Gas Nexus Orcus all out on the field flying around.
Well, this is
And,
going to be a real short combat, because
yes.
as soon as combat starts, these guys all get pulped.
It's
Yeah.
their turn.
We're
Oh,
in
hey.
mech. They're not.
Yeah, this is pretty true.
Yeah.
And I take 1 heat. And that's okay. I can put out my own heat really easily.
Well, all you have to do is stabilize.
Yeah.
We're gonna have to get that briefcase, and then we're gonna have to recover any weapons that we think would be useful, and then we're gonna have to leave.
Well, here's the thing. It's now their turn. These guys ain't staying.
Yeah.
They
I was like-
they fuck off.
The archers with their arrows are like, yeah, that's a no.
Yeah, they retreat, so combat's over. You
And-
won.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Victory!
Yeah. No, I just look at him. I'm like, easy day, easy pay. Let's recover that briefcase and anything that looks particularly boomy and not currently on fire.
I think you took care of the
Yeah.
boomy.
All this is gone,
Okay.
but there is over here,
Uh-huh.
and you could probably find like some small arms in people's tents.
I'm not gonna waste time on the small arms. I'm just gonna grab like all the crates I can. And then we're gonna burn everything else here to the fucking ground.
We've already started that.
No, we're gonna finish it.
What else are you going to investigate? And are you guys going to leave your mechs, or are you just going to do this from your mechs?
For the ladies
I-
and gentlemen in the audience, I am waving my arms around, making the biggest air quotes around investigate I can possibly make.
Yeah.
Well, I gotta hop out to grab the briefcase, and I'm probably gonna check out these guys' symbol.
Not a bad idea. Frank's gonna collect the things, and then once we're satisfied that we know enough about this situation, then we're gonna burn everything to the ground further.
Also taking that Magnum.
Hell yeah.
That Magnum's going to need a lot of work because it just got hyper electrocuted.
It's fine. I can do that.
In fact, yeah, you would have something on you to keep yourself grounded. How are you going to pick that up? Because this whole area is still a little charged.
Yeah.
But
Oh, the Tempest
yeah,
drones return.
you see, fucking, I'll delete them for you.
Yeah.
You see, these guys are all occasionally twitching and convulsing, but are very dead.
Yeah. So,
So you-
those archers, they got a make on us. That's one thing to consider.
Don't worry, Howler. With our luck, we'll get to fight the mechs that they pissed off.
I mean, to be fair, we
Yeah.
could catch the archers, at least 2 of them. But
Small fish. We're not gonna be able to contain this.
No, but when the cartels send the mechs, they'll be like, yeah, there are 2 giant fuck-off mechs over there. And then they see us, and they're like, those must be the mechs.
Oh
Well-
no, those guys weren't cartel. All
No,
the
they weren't
cartel.
cartel.
oh,
Yeah, all the cartel here are dead.
I'm talking
I'm
about the
not-
people you pissed off along
Oh.
the way here.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But now the cartel is gonna be like, huh? We had to deal with whatever these people are, and our people died.
Well, now it just looks like we stole their shipment.
No, now it looks like there was
deal
something
went
went
wrong.
wrong. Yeah.
Yeah, fair.
But yeah, I get that briefcase and get my trophy. The gun's definitely. I don't care to use it. It's a
You guys are
trophy.
in Guatemala. You're not in Vietnam. Why are you burning down everything?
And
Because I'm in an ogre, or because
Fair.
I'm in Angus.
And I'm gonna check the leader just to see if she had anything, like a dossier.
No. Are you going to? What else are you going to check out? Because you said you're going to stop and look at these guys' symbol.
Yeah, the symbol on her clothing. Grab one of the bandanas that they have, or rip it off.
These
from
are like
copy.
armbands they have.
Or yeah, I'll take one off. I'll take a couple. That way we can pass them around.
Gonna check anything else out about them?
What are we supposed to check out about them?
Right. He's very hinting at something. I grabbed the armbands. I checked the leader.
Yeah,
checked
just
the
let's
guns.
do a general examination.
All right. As you check these guys over, you probably take off their masks, pull down their hood.
Oh, well, yeah.
They're all infected.
Oh,
All
That
three of
back
them
on.
are infected.
Okay.
And yeah,
So-
you can see the visible. Some of them are further infected than others, but all of them had like visible growths and extrusions, and those are all starting to break down now that they're dead.
Ooh, put the mask back on and get in your mech. Like,
Yeah.
yeah, Frank immediately.
holding my breath like.
Holding your breath ain't helping.
Yep.
Frank is super cautious. Yeah, what's in these crates?
A lot of different types of munitions. Most of them are things that you would use as anti-armor, or as make the crowd go boom. Crowd control anti-armor.
Frank is pretty happy about this. He loads them up into his mech's little storage.
All right, you guys have package secured.
Yep. I'm like, all right, let's burn the rest of this shit down and get the fuck out of here. And I am going to spend the time to melt down as much of these vehicles as possible with my flamethrower.
Yeah, you can do this. This is stuff that would be like 80s is when this stuff was made.
I mean, like, my flamethrower is like specifically, like, essentially gets almost as hot as a plasma cutter. It like,
Oh, definitely. You can melt these things down. You know, some of them had live fuel in them.
right?
They catch and explode.
Mm-hmm.
You leave this place, like I said, you leave this place looking like a Vietnam village.
Oh, for sure. This place looks like a fucking scorched earth Russian tactic in the jungle. And yeah, we head back to the good old Calliope.
And I got to answer Daniel's question. He was like, he's hinting at something.
Yeah,
And I'm just
right?
like, check off the God damn it!
Yeah.
But yeah, we're going to switch gears. And we are going to head back to the not killers. You guys head back. I'm
Yeah.
just gonna use this for now. Yet. Yet.
Oh, fuck. They called me a gringa here.
Well, yeah, you guys
They also threatened to cut off my arm, but I was more offended about the first part.
Yeah, you guys head back to the same village you were in. Pop out right next to the Nothing for Miles.
Right.
And Ryota very much dresses like one of those, I'm a very rich Japanese person who's into like modern culture. You know, very bright and gaudy colors. He's got the blonde streak in his hair and everything. Looking
Alright.
around, he's like, this place smells like fish.
Yes.
And it
you're-
does.
Yes, it does. Come on, you're going to buy me a drink.
Oh, I left my wallet in my other pants. He says
Then
as
I-
he hops out.
She looks at you and goes, well, then I guess you're just gonna have to stay sober.
Shrugs. Always more at the salvo.
John checks for any more jobs on the wall.
Yeah, you walk back in, and you know the bartender nods to you with a slight smile, John, 'cause he recognizes you. He kind of he gives you that look, and he even like points at his eyes and points at you.
She
Yeah.
looks at
I'm
him
watching you.
and drops 100 chevs on the table and says, "For the misunderstanding, apologies."
Gracias.
Boring.
Takes
And-
it.
Love
and-
it.
So I
Yeah.
heard that there are some, well, cartels around here. Or are we allowed to
Yeah.
call them that?
He goes a little bit white, and you hear someone clear their throat at the end of like one of the dingier corners. Actually, over by John. It's next to the bulletin board.
Oh, good. Let's look at him.
Yeah, it's cartel member. They are wearing a violet bandana and do-rag and goggles, all of it made to look kind of like that one lady, the silver sparkly kind of fabric to make it look like a grinning, mustachioed Santo Domingo skull.
Sure.
Santo Domingo, sorry.
He's like, well, I guess I have my answer. Gracias, senor.
He goes to the other side of the bar. He's not dealing with this.
Looks at Ryota. Ryota. Hey. Well,
What do you want me to say?
I don't know, something along the lines of fuck you, but that's what I want, not what should probably happen. Looking at Howler, well,
Well, I don't know. What are these the guys we should be working with, or are these the guys that we should be looking out for just in case? And you look.
No, I can hear you too.
The guy to see if he understands English.
Yeah, he's looking at you too, and he goes, I understand you.
not good.
That's what I was checking for.
Ryota, are you gonna go cause problems elsewhere?
I'm going to be somewhere where I'm not going to get shot.
Don't worry, there won't be any shooting.
Yeah, he
You're going
kind
to
of gives. He kind of gives this like, and
No, she means
head
it. She
back
doesn't
out.
plan on shooting anybody today. There's a giant
yeah, this
fuck off
guy's not
sword on her
combat,
back.
so he just knows that you guys are talking with someone who looks like a hoi polloi in the cartel, so he's gonna go get back into the co-pilot seat on Sala.
Probably best place for him.
Yeah, he doesn't want to be here right now.
Kind of looking at Indiana's kind of looking at Howler like, you do this. I don't want to do this.
So he sits down. So you saw our rides, right?
Yeah. Also saw you take that bounty. You're a brave man, or you're a stupid man, or you're an ambitious man. Maybe you're all of them.
What makes you
What?
think I'm not a really smart man who took it down so that no one could get it? Say, person on it until I wanted them to.
So now that thing's been up there for a year and a half, no one touches it. Good reason too. No one goes after Alcaraz.
Well, no one goes after him alone. What if I had a whole bunch of friends? He sort of looks at the Santo Domingo skull's symbol on him.
He just kind of chuckles and he's like, "Yeah, that's the thing. You don't think Alcaraz got friends? Got rights like yours? Maybe not as big, but you
Too
compensate."
bad he doesn't have the right pilots throwing them around, huh?
You know that. Been here long?
Long
She
enough.
with you? You also here to take the bounty?
She asked you a question, Howler. He asked you a question, Howler.
Oh, I thought he
I thought he
asked
asked
you the question.
He asked, "Is she with you?"
Yeah, is she with you?
Yeah, she's with me.
Mm.
I couldn't go her. I almost wrecked her mech.
He does kind of laugh at that, like, sympathy gonna put you in an early grave, boss.
Oh, if anything, they're the ones dragging me into this. I just want to see a speedy conclusion. So, what's the quickest way to get an audience with him?
You want to talk to Alcaraz? I thought you wanted to shoot Alcaraz. Big difference.
Yeah? What's the
Well.
quickest way to get an audience with him?
The quickest way to get an audience with him? Listen. You want to kill Alcaraz and you want to get the bounty? I might be able to help you.
Hmm.
And what would persuade people to go on what you are calling a suicide mission, but I'm calling Tuesday?
Well, I know you guys are motivated by all the chefs. And if you work with me, well, I know some things. He, nods to, this very elaborate sleeve tattoo he's got, and he's like, I've been in the Violetas for years. I know how they work.
He's not tempting us to try and take a literal cartel member with us, is he? He knows we're not dumb enough to do that, right? Right?
Well, just talk to him
Howler?
more and you might get what he's...
Right, but I'm just kind of like, right, Howler? We're not that stupid, right?
Come
Right.
on, buddy.
Except, I don't know. My
You're not
thinking
that
is
stupid,
we could
right?
always kill him later after he's given away our locations and all of our secrets.
What kind of stuff do you know?
I know Alcaraz's schedule. I know where he is. And I got a general idea of what's going to be there. And I know the best time to hit him.
Okay, so...
And what are you motivated by, if not chefs?
Alcaraz gets out of the way. I take over.
Is this really how this is gonna begin? Hey, we killed someone! What did you do? Basically Acer and Knight at this point. We adopted a cartel member!
Oh God, this is your decision. I'm not gonna say anything. You should know what the answer actually should be.
I know, but come on.
Listen, gringos. You're new
Gringa,
here.
please.
You don't know Spanish. Put them together. As long as there's one man, I use the masculine.
Huh.
Sorry, not meaning anything by it, chica. It's just how it works.
I'm listening.
I've been working with Alcaraz since he stops and thinks. 2011, 2012. I know how this man works. It's a whack job. He's a crazy man. Don't get named like Gouger for nothing. He's the one who started all this shit with the people in Belize. It's bleeding us dry. I think it's time for a change in management.
People in Belize?
People in Belize and us, we had stops and things, but we had a uncomfortable truce, but we didn't ever go invading each other's countries like armies. Try to keep a
Until
low
him.
profile.
What group would be dumb enough to trade? I'm sorry, what group would be crazy enough to trade with a man like the Gouger?
No other business in town. Who are you going to work for? Federales? They're scared of us. We're the only big boys in town.
So it's you or nothing, eh?
Exactly. Used to be there were more cartels here. Not no more.
Do you, what, aim to just have no management?
I aim to take over. I know what to do. I'm not some whack job who's going to start a war.
What is your name?
Just call me Garcia.
In the background.
Yeah.
Are we actually close enough to hear or feel it?
No.
No, this is. I'm not some dumbass that's gonna start a war. Boom.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, guess they did.
Yeah.
What was that noise? War declared.
Yeah, war
Yeah.
declared.
Oh, and by the way, just as a note, for any cartel who happen upon that scene, there are no bodies, only grease spots. Just as a reminder.
Yeah. Oh, you
So-
didn't leave enough evidence to make them think it was just a deal gone wrong with whoever that group was?
No, because I mean, it still looks like we came out of the woodwork, you know.
Fair.
So no matter which way, there's nothing to inherently imply that like they were the ones who did it, you know, because like
Fair.
their bodies were there too.
I was wondering if you're trying to shift blame.
Oh
Well,
no!
even if
I
their
don't think
bodies
so.
were there,
Yeah.
that would just assume that the cartel took out those people and the rest got away.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
fine.
Yeah. Nah. I already made the decision. They're
Yeah,
grease spots.
good.
Alright, I was just checking.
So, you know where he's going to be and when. Why is he going to be there?
In a week, it's his 55th birthday.
He
Gonna be
buying
a big-
himself a toy for the occasion?
Nah, but there's gonna be a big party at his manse. Gonna show off all his wealth and power.
You think somebody would give him a toy for his birthday? He quickly cuts his eyes towards Indiana and back before Indiana notices.
Thinks on it. All I know is that security. Oh, it's not going to be light, but most of the people there are going to be either drunk or they're going to be stupid or high. A lot of
Or
the
all
people here.
Big
Lot of
party like
people.
this, how are they going to keep anything like that secret? And keep the common folk out except through what? Fear?
Exactly. That's how
Here's a
this
good
works.
motivator.
You ever seen one of these big graves we dig? Can fit thousands in there. Sometimes we do.
Carlo looks at Indiana. Hey, what do you look like in a dress?
Huh.
Fuck you.
Oh no, this is getting interesting.
I mean, it'd just be someone somebody brought with him to the party.
What?
Until
You
you're
think
not-
I'm going to go with the Sicario?
Oh, said I was going to be there. I don't want to be anywhere where the bullets are flying. It's just two people you need to take down. Alcaraz and the bitch Alejandra.
Oh, really? Crazy right hand?
Crazy bitch niece from Brazil. Come up here and think she can run the place. But here's the thing. She's selling weapons underneath them.
Oh, fuck. Well, she's not a problem anymore. Sorry.
He's also gonna be very pissed that his niece is
Mm.
fucking dead.
Well, fair. As much as you might like the idea of seeing me in a dress, I don't think that's the best way to go. I think the best way to go to a party like that is covered in heavy metal.
Yeah, that's the kind of dress I would be going in.
Hmm.
You'd stand out with your accent anyway.
I'm not
She
going
don't
to
look
dignif-
like she belongs here either, eh?
What about now? She says. She flicks a button on her. Well, it's like a little toggle on her
Mhm.
suit, which is it's armor, and she disappears.
Ah, that'd work except for the turrets. Infrared, ultraviolet.
How many?
What if they're shooting at something else? Something
That's what she's thinking.
That's possible. There's enough of them around the complex to have overlapping fire. But if you have big enough stompy thing, I'd get the 20 millimeters on that instead of something else.
So what? We just take care of the problem for you and you step in?
You'll make sure those two are dead and I'm the next one in charge. And I'm going to remember the hand that fed me.
You know you don't want it to happen, Mike, but I'm already seeing on like a door number 3 here.
You see, here's what I'm seeing. We go in for a job, and we finish that job. And finishing that job involves killing every motherfucker at that party,
Yeah.
including him.
Well, he's not going to be there, so...
Yeah, okay, well...
Here's the thing. My thinking is if we don't leave him a cartel to run...
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, that's fair. I mean, like, we'll be hitting most of the head capos, so...
And we might even stay in his good graces while doing it. Anyways, like... Yeah, you did what I asked. Yeah, but we destroyed every mech that you guys had. That's okay, you know.
No,
I don't need that to run drugs.
Yeah. No, see, here's the thing, right? Again, Frank runs a scorched earth campaign. Anything that is not useful to him and will hurt and will aid his enemies, he is just going to burn to the ground because he can. He does not like people biting him in the ass with things that he's seen enough loose ends.
You guys
He
also
was a loose end.
You guys also have a contact in the Federale. Well, you haven't met with them, but you could find the military governor. You talk to him and see if you can't get the Federales on your side too.
That's a great idea.
So,
fun fact: turrets are technically drones. Unfortunately, I can't do much with that because I can move them, but they're stationary, so they can't move. But just a fun little fact. If they were mobile, I could move them around.
What about any of the other actions you can do, like as an action?
I can make them emit 2 energy damage, but
I don't think it hurts them.
Yeah, it just does it to anything adjacent to them.
Well, there are base actions you can use.
What do you mean base actions? No, for my drone, my shepherd, my puppet master, I mean.
Right, but you can do tech attack and take them over.
Oh, that is not my specialty.
You use drones.
I assume you
what
have
do you mean
decent tech attack.
I
My
was
tech
gonna
attack
say.
base is 1.
Yeah,
Oh,
that's
damn.
great. Normally it's
1?
0. Or if you're bad at it, it's -1.
I think that's
I'm
what,
bad
like,
at it. I have
I was
negative
like-
2.
I was like, looks over at frickin' Frank.
Right. So yeah, no,
Yeah.
that means you get a bonus to your tech attack.
And again, you just have to beat their E defense, which, like, 10's a base.
Yeah.
I'm bad at it.
Yeah, I think.
Yeah, my E defense is 8.
Yeah,
So
so
yeah, he's weak to tech attacks.
see, I've got a tech attack of -1, so having any bonus whatsoever is good in your mech. I think the only tech attack bonus that isn't negative or 0 is 1 in any of the mechs.
Isn't there a 2? But it's like one of those.
It might be the
weird
goblin,
things.
maybe
Yeah.
the goblin,
It's
Goblin
Yeah.
would make sense.
but you know that's one mech. No, you're good at tech attacks. The problem is right now, because we're at such low level, is we can't use grit to balance things out, so we're really at the whim of the dice.
Mm-hmm.
So, but what was I saying? See, the thing is, Indiana isn't gonna want to just kill this guy here and there because that leaves blood at a bar that she's already not really liked at. So she's probably just gonna look at Howler and, I don't care as long as we get the money and get moving.
Sounds
When
good
you
to
got
me.
a phone?
Looks at Howler.
He'll give him the number.
I'll call you and start texting you details. Get a dead drop for you somewhere with all the info you need.
All right. And
You need
soon he'll be under new management.
Need anyone to talk to before the guns start shooting? I'll be here. My job's making sure the people here know who's in charge.
Sounds hard.
It is. Just sit here and listen to that old man tell stories.
I tend to like his stories. I haven't heard too many of them yet, though.
Hear one abuelo story, you hear them all.
With that, she kind of turns and, well, in that case, I could get going.
Well, yeah, let's go.
Watch your backs.
Likewise.
Yeah. You guys leave the bar. Are you gonna stick around in the village any, or are you going to head back to the Calliope?
Well, how did
Head back to the.
how did Ryota like the trip down here?
Not. He bitched a lot.
Oh, that's music. Music to my ears.
And he can do it in a lot of different languages.
That's fine. She probably knows one or two of them. Mostly English.
That's probably the one he used the least. Probably
Also-
cursed the most in either Japanese or Korean.
Nope.
Mm.
Nope, she's not privy to those. She knows English and a little bit of Canadian. What?
You mean Quebecois?
It's because she says sorry.
Hey.
I'm sorry.
She
Sorry.
doesn't say
Hockey.
sorry.
Hmm.
Maple syrup.
Yeah.
Riot because I lost this hockey game.
That's the
Tim
only
Horton,
time I've
true.
ever heard of violent Canadians. You're right, though.
Yeah.
Oh, they get mean for hockey.
Not as
Well,
bad
that
as
and-
the country we may be running into down the line, but
True.
Brazil will get here when it gets here.
Yeah.
You're
I,
going to Brazil.
Wait. Hui.
Everyone
going
just
to-
leaves the game because I'm like, you're going to Brazil.
Yeah. We're going to Brazil. Oh boy. I can't
drink
wait
the water.
to. Yeah. I can't wait to. You
On
know.
some nachos.
Shrink down that rainforest.
Yeah. Yeah. I can't wait to be just assaulted in every city we go to.
Roving gangs of child pickpockets.
But I've seen the Brazilian cops.
God. Anyway, though.
But
Yes,
yeah,
fantastic.
probably looks, well, he seems to be pretty shitty at his job, so I imagine we're not going to get much out of this city.
Mm,
At least we know who's in charge.
Ryota,
Yeah.
you ready for the trip back? Sorry you can't ride in Kong.
he just groans and he'd been like spending the whole time trying to figure out what was wrong with the seat.
Look,
He doesn't know what's wrong, but he can tell that someone fucked with it.
what? No. What's the problem?
Someone took that bolt and that bolt. Not enough to make the chair fall out, enough to make my life hell.
She looks at the bolts for a moment. Oh, I removed them so I could do this. Pulls the handle, it lays all the way back. See? Bed.
He actually kind of looks like, fine. Like, vagabond lifestyle, I can approve.
See, what he doesn't realize is I could roll misdirection for that, because no, fuck the seat goes all the way back, whether those bolts are gone or not, dumbass.
He's
It's-
not a mechanic and he's not been in a mech before.
I know. I just think it's funny. Like, oh yeah, well those. Wait, are you missing? Oh my god, you know, it's like saying, oh my god, you put the left tires on the right side of your car. Fuck.
And this
Well,
guy's used
at
to
the-
Japanese cars, which are probably so small and compact you do have to take out seats to lay them back.
Right. Or, you know, more like, even better. Oh, man. Yup, you've done it now. What's the matter? You put the front tires on the back. You might as well, you're gonna have to Remember, reverse is to go forward.
Well, looks like you're out of blinker fluid.
Yeah. You know,
install some more RAM.
your transmitted converter is missing. Someone must have stolen that. Were you in Chicago recently?
That there's a Ford. You know what Ford stands for?
Found
Fix
on-
it again, Tony.
That's Fiat. I know that's the joke, but
That's the Fiat, Dale. But yeah, you guys head back home.
yeah, probably.
All right, you guys probably head back to the bridge to meet up.
I'm about to be very salty when you tell us that you got to blow shit up.
Yeah. Now Frank walks in with a swagger. Probably already told the boss that we dropped off some munitions in the bay, and said that he'll talk about the details later.
Yeah, you guys actually probably get back around the same time. Y'all
Right.
meet back up in the ready room.
Probably. Why does it look like the Genghis has expended munitions recently?
Wow, that's a keen eye.
You forgot to clean the barrel of the shotgun.
Ah,
Yeah, you
shit.
did just shoot white phosphorus rounds, so
True. So yeah, definitely would be smart to be like, yeah. I fucking well, because I shot white phosphorus rounds.
Looks at Howler. Why could we have not had fun?
We had fun. We set up what might be a successful mission.
That's not
Yeah.
fun, but okay.
I pull out the armbands.
And the briefcase, please.
Yes, and I slap
you-
the briefcase on the table. Click, click, flip.
Did you rob
That's
some?
two.
Did you rob Girl Scouts or something?
I turn it around so you can see the amount of money.
yeah,
And
like
they were selling
Did you
a
rob the Girl
Oh,
Scouts
no.
or something?
and they sold a fuck ton of of cookies.
yeah, like fucking Big Boss snatches the briefcase away so she can look, and she's like, "I love you.
Oh,
This is the
darn.
kind of work that I like to see. Why can't the rest of you be bringing me bags full of Girl Scout money?"
And Girl Scout munitions. Thank you very much.
I'm sorry.
Nod his way.
Yeah, those were some nice Thin Mints.
She probably, probably not. Sorry, ma'am. We were only getting solid leads on potentially our $100 million payday.
Listen,
Yeah, we're gonna be crashing.
I love all my children equally.
Yes, ma'am.
She does look at these armbands though, and taps at one of them. She's like, "What is this though?"
A little bit of a tag back, Sally. Hey, I ended up, arms deal was going down. Sorry, I blew up the explosives. Made me a little itchy. But, got the munitions from it. Weird infected folk wearing these armbands decided that, they were gonna pull a fast one on the cartel.
Can I use a
Eh.
trigger?
Sure.
My trigger is I read that once.
Pull my devil trigger.
Is that
Okay.
fine? To maybe
Wait,
Yep, you can use that.
trigger? What's a trigger?
Why is it
Uh,
at?
skills.
No, hold on.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
Okay.
7 plus 4. There's not a 2 difficulty. That's my fault. It's just so if you
Okay,
get rid
it's
of the
just
minus.
a success.
Yes.
You've heard rumblings that there is some sort of infected terrorist group across the world, but they've never ever played their hand before. It's just been, hush hush things about someone out there.
Wait. So, terrorists check, munitions check, firefight check.
Infected. Heck,
You ran into a terrorist cellar.
Oh, we probably pissed off a terrorist cell. A few of them got away. They got makes on us, but, I mean, really, this payday's kind of worth it if you ask me.
Hey, if they keep bringing more money.
Eh, let them come. Let them offer us some money. They try and backstab us, we'll just burn them to death again.
Let's try not to make too many enemies we don't have to make.
I mean, come on. I couldn't resist. Look at the money.
Well, considering we've already gone and what is it, screwed the pooch on that one, I say it's a little late.
So, there's an infected terrorist cell here that was buying arms and a lot of explosives from the local cartel. You think they wouldn't want to be selling all their explosives, guns, and ammunition in the middle of a war?
With this kind of money, they probably figured they could just acquire more.
We heard something about. He looks at Howler. The Don, Mr. Eye Gouger's daughter selling on the side. Maybe it was her.
He's dead.
Yeah, no, she's a grease spot.
And then there's Alejandra. She's dead.
Yeah.
She is a
Oh.
twitching pile of ash.
Yeah, that's about size of it. They were also
Oh.
trying to sell some Vicks
Did
and
you kill
some
her?
small arms.
Oh, did you kill her a week before her father's birthday? He's not going to
uncle.
be happy. Uncle's birthday? He's not going to
Oh.
be happy about that.
You know, I didn't have it marked on my calendar.
Well, now you know.
Eh,
By the way,
Well,
that's
fuck 'em.
our plan. We feel like we can hit him at the party. Damnedest
Well-
thing though. He the cartel member we met decided that he would give us the information on the promise that we get rid of him, which makes that cartel member number 3 in line, and then number 1.
Well, right now, number 2, since they might have killed niece.
True.
well,
He's going to give us information to where the party is being held, so we can go knock.
something tells me that the party might be a little more heavily staffed now.
Well, they kind of lost some staff, so evens out.
Yeah, I guess maybe. Hey, you happen to talk to the feds? Might be able to provide a support mech or Harrier fire or something.
We did manage to get in contact.
No, we didn't talk.
We did manage to get in contact with Juan Cornejo while you were gone.
Hmm.
We know where the government has their forward operating base set up.
We gonna go and we need to give them a talk, or are they just good to go?
I think it'd probably be best that you meet them in person, show that we mean business.
Can you have them
It's-
come over here? No, they're feds. They're not gonna backstab us. Probably not, at
Besides-
least.
They're pretty gun shy about leaving their compounds.
I can imagine. Enough car
Yeah.
bombs and IEDs, and you generally don't march anywhere.
What it sounds like, they're terrified of the cartels without help.
You said you got in touch with one of them cartel pipsqueaks?
Yeah.
We might be able to drop some information so once he decides to sidle up to be in line, he gets capped immediately. Be the right thing to do.
That's not a bad idea, actually. Telling everyone that, hey, the man who ordered the hit on your old boss is him.
Do you think they believe it?
Well, they care.
Well,
Eh.
they'll have to believe it's because it's true. Well, they care is the question.
I mean, feds having as much information about the guy as possible help too. I figure once we go to this party, we destroy as much supply there as we can find that we can't sell on the gray market.
Oh, that's the new name for the black market. It's not morally black, it's just gray.
Hey, I'm not selling drugs. These motherfuckers move some fuck shit. I'm just talking about, guns, ammo, any reasonable Any reasonable freedom fighter group could get their hands on that shit.
Including some terrorist group.
Yeah, but at the same time, drugs ain't gonna help anybody. Guns fill our pockets with chefs.
Got a point.
Big Boss picks up one of the bandanas and is like, "I'm gonna take this down to Bruce. He's the only person who might know anything about this.
Bruce?
Dr. Bruce. He runs our research and development lab."
Interesting.
Hunter, we might want to get you stopped by the med bay. You directly interacted with some infected. Might want to just get your blood levels tested and stuff.
Sure.
Plus, I ain't
And-
seen the scamp since yesterday. Gotta make sure he ate dinner.
And the two of you need to talk to Lashana. Don't bitch about it. You're going to do it.
Yes, Mom.
So if I don't kill anybody, I don't have to talk to Lashana again?
Not until your scheduled appointment. Scheduled appointment and debriefs after combat missions.
Okay, well, I didn't realize she liked to be up at 04:30, but whatever works for her, I can be an early bird too.
At that, like as she's leaving, you see a very rare smile from the Big Boss, and she looks back at you and goes, "You pissed her off."
I look over, I'm like, oh, don't worry. Mine was 1 a.m. for a while.
No, she doesn't do that because you could just stay up that late. She does a very inconvenient
Oh, yeah.
time.
Maybe 3 a.m. It's like
Yeah.
it was 3 a.m. for a while.
Or, better yet, oh, you're gonna have to see me an hour before each mission?
Yeah,
And-
she does things like that in order to get you to respect her authority.
Anytime that Frank pisses her off, she waits until Frank has gone out drinking with somebody or played poker that night,
Oh, that's
and
fucking
then
great.
gets him up real early in the morning.
That
And has the
or-
music up in her office just a little too loud. Enough
Mm, has-
talk.
has the
Hmm?
lights a little too bright.
Yeah.
Playing
Frank doesn't
music
piss
that's
off Lashana anymore.
Playing Metallica.
Ha!
Oh, new Metallica.
New
Recent
Metallica.
Metallica.
Yeah, because you probably ranted at her about that at some.
Probably multiple times.
You probably just rant to everyone who's old enough to have remembered like before the meteor.
Yeah.
Even Bruce, who just does not care. He's in his
Yep.
90s.
Bruce never listened to Metallica,
Shit,
but
he's
I'll
an
still
old fuck.
bitch to him. Actually, you know what? With Bruce, I actually give Bruce a lot of respect because, he's venerable at this point for this kind of world. So, like,
He was born in
fuck it.
44, so
Yeah,
and
no,
he grew
I'm
up
not-
in Germany post-war.
Oh yeah, no, I give him a lot of respect. Like, Frank doesn't have many sacred cows, but like people who grew up in Germany, like round the Second World War, yeah, he gives some respect.
Like he wasn't old enough to have been in the war, remember it, but he remembers like growing up in an occupied Germany.
Yeah.
And the fact that Europe had been basically turned into one big crater.
Yeah.
So, if I pissed off Lashana, that means it's working, right?
That's up to you as she shuts the door.
Yeah.
Besides, I'm not going to say poke the bear. I just don't feel like talking about it.
Frank looks at Indiana and goes, she'll get you to talk about it eventually. She's got way with words.
She
It's
gives him a
surprising.
deadpan stare over my dead body.
And surprisingly, she doesn't care how you feel about that.
Yeah, Frank shrugs. Goes, alright. Well, I gotta go see her at some point. Might as well make it now.
And I think we're
Frank?
probably gonna cut it. Oh, yeah, something.
What do you think, Frank?
Yeah.
What the fuck is the tag back, Sally?
He looks at you and goes, "I'll tell you when you're older, scamp," and walks out the door.
God.
I think that's perfect to end on.
Oh man.
Perfect.
Alrighty. Delicious. Finally, some good fucking scenes. But yeah, let's get some sign-offs, I think. Let's go the other way around. Let's start with Mike.
Shit, this is the first time in a long time someone's put me at the front of the rotation. Thank you.
Right.
This means I have to think less. Hello, everybody. My name is Mike, also known as Win 5 Get 1 Free, and today you got me playing Frank, the boomer who missed in his boomer shooters because they fucking fucked with his calibrations. God damn it. Very excited for next week of this game. Every time I play this game, I just go, ooh, another mech game. You can catch me Saturdays, every other Saturday, not this Saturday, but the next Saturday, playing Garizi, host of KRUST 6.66, The Crust, the hottest shit that floated to the top of the bathtub, where he almost drowned. So that's like a thing, you know, but that's fine. He did lose his record and tape collection, which he is going to be absolutely upset about. So that's not as fine.
They might survive.
Yeah, I'm not holding breath. Jesta likes to take away all the things I love.
Hold on.
So
Can I just point out that that's exactly what Chris said? In that
Yeah.
game, it was like, Jessa likes to take away all the things we love.
Yeah, no, it is a pattern. It is a pattern. Listen, I'll take away things that you love, but I'll do it in a long-term fashion. He'll just be like, "Oh, you like this?" 3 episodes later, it's gone. Fuck you, scorched earth. And I'll just be like, "No." But no, I digress. You can also catch me on Mondays where I play ex-Paralictor Burn Ward, where come to an accord with the captain, and I'm about to have a great fucking thing. I'm about to have a No, I can't tell you. You'll just find out next episode. But let's just say Burn Ward's about to get a soft side. You can also catch me on Thursdays. Every other Thursday, rotating Thursdays. The first game, which is going to be the one that we play next Thursday, is Project Severovo. Where, yeah, they're in a weird fucking place. A weird fucking computer place, and they're trying to get a grip on what this place is. The Svaka project. That's all that they know about it. They don't even know what that is, or if it stands for anything, or, you know, all that shit. Other Thursdays, you can catch me for a new project that's coming up very soon. It's a surprise. It's a surprise! But I'm very excited for it. It's my other baby other than horror, so that might give some of you more astute listeners and watchers a bit of a hint. If you are currently watching on Twitch and you want to watch this episode again and again and again and again and again, go to youtube.com/Paradise Theater to find our YouTube channel. And if you are currently watching on YouTube, you want to see this shit live, go on to our Twitch and check out our Twitch page of twitch.tv/pair_o_dice_theater. And if you like the fast, hot, and sexy world of scheduling, you also like to see some community interaction where we get to interact with the community. And you also like hot memes. Check us out at Pair Theater on Twitter. My name is Mike, also known as Win 5 Get 1 Free. Catch my music on SoundCloud at Michael Burley. And that is me.
All right, let us move this right along to Gunner.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Cyrus Smith. Today you caught me playing Indiana, I don't even know how to describe what this is at this point, because in one episode we've gone from fucking scared, young lady trying to figure out what the hell is going on, to kind of an antagonistic, yeah, she's being kind of a bitch, but only to the therapists. And we all understand that feeling every now and again, right? James, I just want to mention I love the picture for Yakshas. The blackjack, just perfect.
Thank you.
Anyways, you can also find me on, well, let's see, Sundays, the next streamed game I run, in Tales from the Cosmos, where, yeah, guys, I've got some shit planned, and you guys are gonna hate it, which means I'm gonna love it. Anyways, you can also catch me on Monday playing Twinkle Bailey, the isekai who doesn't realize it, but he just had his favorite android friend blown up. And, yeah, he's gonna be a little pissed about that. You can also find me on Wednesday playing, Acer. The person that apparently I'm confusing with this place, even though they're not, well, no, they're not really the same. Thursdays you can catch me in Project Severovo and our new project. Yeah, that is everything for me.
All right, next we're going to move it along to Computer King.
I'm the Computer King, supervillain of streaming. And I was just playing John Howler Zulu, who made a deal, and, well, he would still be in charge of a cartel if there's still no cartel. So getting rid of the entire cartel is good. So he'll be living up to his end of the deal that way. And on Sundays, I'm in Tales from the Cosmos, playing a human wizard, an elven monk, and an android investigator. Each one with its own unique language, voice. Yeah. Not funny at all. Not funny voices. Yeah, they're funny voices. On Tuesday, if it ever gets started, I'll be in the Numenera game. And I'll be Torlok, who's a fighter who has lightning abilities. And on Wednesday, I run from hench to mensch, getting some henchman level villains up the ladder if they don't get killed or allow the world to be dominated by someone that they couldn't defeat. But we'll see. And that's it for me.
And last but not least, Daniel.
Hola, ¿cómo estás? What up? I'm Daniel. Sassy Nasty. Whatevs. I got to play Hunter, aka Sin, and it was great because I got to just make people go. You know what's great about my mech, Mike?
Yes,
I don't ever have to make an attack roll.
that's so cool. I am so happy for you, Daniel. I'm so fucking happy for you, Daniel.
Because
That's
every
great.
one of my weapons is a smart weapon, apparently.
That's so good. I'm so great.
You
Just
want to be really happy, Mike?
huh?
In one turn, Indiana has to make, after an overcharge, let's see here. It is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 attack rolls.
Fuck. I mean, at least you've got a good spread.
Moving on.
I hit really hard. Sorry, go ahead.
You good. What was I? Oh, yeah, you can catch me every other Saturday, next Saturday, in Bitter Ends as Eot, the wild child who eats everything except the trash can that his drunk uncle tried to give him. But now we're all drowned and woke up in some cult of the Kraken layer. Oh, by the way, that's where we're at. So that's fun. On Sundays in Tales from the Cosmos, you can catch me as a myriad of characters within, without, and all around the Silver Spire, doing all sorts of fun things, including delving into people's minds and going through their memories. And finding new interesting people that are very simple-minded, and he likes that. On Mondays, you can catch me in the fire strike as Oliver Byrne, the bear who is just a bear, trying to just discover what kind of mushroom this poison came from, and sadly can't replicate it. But we'll see what happens. And yeah, there's been an explosion in the library. He's got to figure. He's gonna have to help his smart buddy if he's not dead. Tuesdays, if and when we get Numenera going, super excited. I'll be. I can't remember the name because unfortunately it's on Foundry and we can't log in until Brian sets that up again. So blank, he who exists in two places at once. And Wednesdays in Hinch to Minch as Shadowhound, the assassin for hire supervillain henchman who has been proven that he's not as strong as he thinks he is and got his ass kicked multiple times. And yeah, it's great. And then Thursdays, yeah, I hope everyone here that was not here last night needs to go watch the finale of Fast Car Clears Gyms because I only got to show up for that one session, and I am so glad I did. It was glorious. And yeah, that's background here.
All right, and that brings it back to me. Hi ho, friendolas. My name is James, otherwise known as Nightheart. You caught me here today running Yakshas, where lots of shit happened. New players are on the field, and then we're immediately removed from the field, and are now part of the field. And yeah, we've also got some potential deals going on with the cartel, or maybe with the Federales. There's a lot of intrigue that's going on here, and I'm excited to see how my players deal with this, even if they are big sad boys, that it's not just an out-and-out door kicker, except big doors for big mechs. But there will be combat eventually. More combat, better combat. This was just more of a just a random encounter that they could happen upon to get the story moving. You can also find me here on Sundays, where I am part of Tales from the Cosmos, where I play a whole lot of different characters. Just come by and see. It's real fun. It's a fucking mess of different stuff. And you can find me here on every other Thursday, where I am part of Project Severovo, where I play Ian West, who doesn't Ian know what's going on right now.
Ha!
And yeah, that brings it all back around. So I think we're going to get out of here on an R.I.P. Alejandra.
Yeah.
R.I.P. Alejandra.